Testing, here we go. Welcome everybody to this new stream. I almost said Tower of God chapter. We're not reacting to a Tower of God chapter today. We're doing something even cooler. We're doing something even better, which is super exciting. Welcome to the stream. Super happy to have you as always. Today, we're breaking down Haku of the Tube's recent video where he ranked the entire Tower of God cast based on screen time. The entire cast, bro. That is, okay, to put that in perspective, 500 chapters where every single chapter he checked which characters made an appearance and then was able to sort them. Dude, this video has been in the making for a while. Haku would post updates on his Twitter account. I would try to keep up on it. I'd like the tweets, and I don't remember too many of his updates. I do remember the workshop one, kind of. So that's the only thing that I know. Other than that, I'm going in blind. I don't know much. But yeah, super happy to have y'all. Welcome, welcome. I'm seeing a bunch of hellos in the chat. What's up, Sharky? Mark? Victory, how's it going? How's it going? We're gonna give it a few minutes. If you're coming in and watching the VOD, feel free to skip ahead. I'm sure, you know, I'll get started here in a few minutes, but I wanna give it some time. I wanna give it some time because this video is a big deal. I'm so excited to see it so I can talk about it, but we're gonna give it some time. Vivre, shout out, thank you for the subscribe. Haku, I think, is gonna be joining us actually, so if we ever have any questions about the video, we can ask him. You know, he'll probably be here watching and kind of just seeing what's going on. So, very excited. Joe, video idea, which Tower characters are the most drip? That is a good idea. You know what? I might jot that down. That's a pretty good idea. Bombs at the bottom. Obviously, we all know bombs at the bottom of the list. But yeah, ooh, we got a lot of people coming in here. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining in. Dude, all right. We all know who's gonna be at the top, but I am so curious to see who's at the bottom and who doesn't even get included in the top 100. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. This can't be cooler. This is cooler, bro. We're about to unlock the secrets of the universe right now. I made a list of like who I believe are going to be the top 10 of each arc. So Haku divided this video into two sections. One where he talks about the top 100 characters, just top 100, right? And then he had the other half of it, or the last part of it at least, where it's top 10 characters per arc. And I'm playing a game, all right? So we're not just gonna watch the video, we're also gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game where when you get to the top 10 characters per arc, we're gonna see how many I get right. Because, as you can see here, look at Haku, we got Haku here, and then, boom, I made a list. I made a list per arc. Now, here's the deal. This is trash because I did this within like an hour, and I didn't cheat. I didn't look up the frame. I didn't go into the comic or anything. This is purely from my memory, and this is not good. I'm gonna get slaughtered, but I think it's gonna be fun. So the way we're gonna play the game is if I get the number spot on, I get 3 points. And you see this bottom left here. So there's technically a total of 10 points I can get per arc. Okay? Wait. No, 360 points. Yeah, so wait, no, 30 per arc. Goodness, what's wrong with me? 30 per arc if it's within 2 spots. Like, for example, if I guess 5 and it's number 7 or number 6 or number 4, then I get 2 points. And if it's just in the list at all, I just got it in the top 10, I get 1 point. That's what we're doing. If I can get like half, I don't know, man. I have a feeling this is gonna be kind of brutal. Like I said, the only thing that I know ahead of time is that Arc Raptor is in the top 10 for Workshop Battle. I'm pretty sure because I saw that tweet on Twitter. That's the only thing I know, I'm pretty sure. That's it though. That's it. Sharky, I need you to shush. Oh, hey, Haku, what's up? I'll be in here in case anyone has anything to be clarified as Joe reacts. Haku is here. Shout out to Haku. Super excited to have you here, my friend. Super excited. But yeah, so I'm going to give it just like 1 more minute. We'll start the reaction. It's a long video. It's 50 minutes, but I'm going to be pausing. I'm sorry. What can I say? You know, I like to pause. Treat it like we're watching a movie, okay? Y'all are here. We're here to watch a movie about Tower of God, talk about Screentime. It's gonna be freaking fun, dude. An overall list for the entire story. So yes, so what I just described, the per arc one, that's at the end of the video, but most of the video, as far as I'm aware, is just top 100 of the entire story. Up until chapter 500, right? So not the recent, like what, like 20? 30 chapters, jeez. We're on like 536 or something now. Goodness, 534. So chapter 500, top 100 characters. Okay, here's the deal. Here, I'll pull it up here. I also made a top 100 list, but we're not gonna play the game with this. I'm just gonna pull it up as reference. Yeah, so this is not gonna be the game because 100 characters, that's gonna be weird, right? It's gonna be too hard, but I did make a top 100 list, just for fun. I highly doubt this is right. Some of these names, I'm looking at it and I'm already like, this is wrong. But we'll see, you know? We'll see what happens. We'll see. I think this is as good a time as any to begin. Just so you all know as well. There we go. Just so you all know as well, my headset isn't working. My headphones aren't working. This is like a temporary one that I have. So I don't know. I might be taking it off, putting it on. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. But I think it's time we go in. It's weird, I can't like hear myself with these headphones, but okay. I think it's time. Don't forget to leave a like. Also, Haku's original video is down below. Please go give it a like. Go show him some support while we react to this. That would be awesome. Some of those names are crazy. All right, Haku. I know. Look, I whatever, you know. I'm trying my best, man. I'm just kidding. All right. Hopefully my head isn't in the way. Here we go. I think we're gonna get started, man. We're gonna begin. Here we go. Oh, which side characters do you think is the most screen time? I'll talk about it as we go on. I'll talk about it, and I'm curious how this is gonna go. Let's do it.
Heyo everybody, Haku here with the Tower of God Screen Time video. And the way I'm going to be presenting this is the top 100 characters in Tower of God by Screen Time, so that we don't have to go through every character that appeared like once. But don't worry, so that you can, like, maybe you've forgotten some of these characters, so that you can help sort of keep track of what I'm talking about as I'm discussing it more. It's not just going to be my face up here the whole time. I'm going to have stuff on screen as I'm talking about all the characters. But I just thought that before I got into that really quick, it was kind of important to talk about like the criteria a bit and how I went about collecting all of this information.
So Haku did tell me some of these rules because I did want to do the guessing game thing. So I do know some things, but I'm just going to let him talk.
So this took forever. I've been taking notes on this since like the hiatus, so it's been well over a year. And this is only going to cover the first 500 chapters because that's when I finished the notes and started kind of preparing to turn this into a video. And I had really hoped to get it up much, much sooner, but things in real life outside of YouTube got in the way of that. So I had hoped to do this much sooner. But
Haku does have a nice voice.
Yeah, this is going to be going by chapter appearances within the first 500 chapters.
Okay, I'm cutting them off again. Just so you all know, back when I was first starting like doing Tower of God content creation, there weren't many Tower of God content creators on the platform. There were a couple, and I would watch their reactions. This was before I was even doing reactions, and one of them was Haku, and I took a lot of the opinions that I have about Tower of God. For example, like my love for the dollar show, pronunciation of certain names. I got a lot of that from Haku, so I want to give a huge shout out to him for being like one of the earliest Tower of God content creators. He's been around. He is the Tower of God lore master. Y'all are saying that I know my stuff. Dude, Haku would crush me in trivia.
And the way I did that, or the reason I did that, is because I counted any character that I thought was going to be significant at all, or any that got like a CU box, like a box in the manhwa saying, you know, D rank regular, insert name here, or ranker, insert name here. I counted the screen time for any of those characters and ended up with 332 characters. So talking about all of those would get boring because I'd be like, oh, Unisona showed up like twice or something.
Unisona? Who the frick? Who is that? I'm guessing that is a character. No, yeah, but there's a lot of names like Du Tong and you know, like hacks and Yu Bak Dal. It's like, oh shoot, the spear bear instructor. Just kidding, he's in like one chapter, so I get it.
Or Collar showed up like 3 times. So I'm only going to be doing the top 100, but if any of you are interested in
Collar. Oh, dude. Okay, Collar is the one who yes, Last Station guy. He's on the screen at the last station. Haku. Please tell me I'm right. I need this
of the data or more specific stuff, just let me know. And also at the end of this video, to make things easier to look at, I split the series into 11 portions to take notes on each portion, and then added them all together for the complete screen time. So at the end, I'll go through like the top 10 characters from each segment of the story once I get through the top 100 overall. But we went by chapter appearances just because I suppose it's not impossible to do it by like every single panel they appeared in, but to do so for all of these characters, again, this took me months upon months, over a year.
Yeah.
And even just going through one chapter and counting up the screen time for all the characters in it took easily like 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes a bit longer, because CU likes to hit us with really long chapters.
Yeah, about that. So when I was doing the Tower of God Season 1 dub, I had to basically like, I found a better way to do this later on, but at first I had to like individually screenshot every chapter, and that's just like robotic movements, right? I'm not like looking at the characters and writing down names, and that took me a long time, like for every single chapter. So imagine Haku for 500 chapters, writing down every character appearance, making sure, okay, they appear here, they appear here.
Sometimes.
Crazy, oh, hey, Hannah, what's up?
So because of all that, it wouldn't...
Collar got waxed by Yama? What? Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the alien-looking dude. God, okay, now that's bothering me. You know what? Hold on. Can we figure out who this is? Is it possible? Let me pull this up. See, I told you we're pausing a lot, man. This is a journey. This is a movie. Collar. I don't remember who that is. I'll look it up later. I'm not finding them on the by just Googling it, so we'll figure it out later. It's a big deal for me, man. Collar. That's what okay. I was right, though. I was right. This guy does appear on the screen, though. Hell, you can't really see it. This guy. Yeah? Yeah? He appears on the screen? This guy, right? Yeah, Collar. I don't know why he stuck out to me. Him and Green Jelly Dude or whatever. Water Jelly are they're the main characters of the arc, let's be real. I think the way I described him wasn't very good, though, to be honest. The TV guy. The guy who appeared on the TV the one time. Like, yeah, good job, Joe.
It wouldn't be impossible, but it would take years. It would basically be a full-time job for a long amount of time to do it by panel appearances. Also, when it comes to counting the characters, I counted flashbacks because that is screen time for the character.
I agree.
The character showing up in a flashback counts.
I agree.
Silhouettes counted if it was clear, like that was the character. Like, say somebody mentions Baylord Yama and then CU shows us a silhouette, and the silhouette is clearly supposed to represent Yama. Then I counted that. If it's just kind of like nebulous and we don't really know, then it's different. But if we're like specifically supposed to, as a reader, understand that this silhouette is supposed to represent this character, then it counted. Some more characters I'll get into when I get to them on the list kind of had to have some special rules applied, like say Emily. Anytime we saw the sort of real quote-unquote body of Emily, that counted. Or I also counted anytime that we saw the sort of mascot icon talk.
I knew it! I put Emily really high on my list. Except I forgot to do it in the top 10s. Uh-oh. We'll see how that goes.
People. So that's how that counted.
His YouTube channel's down below.
And as far as data characters went for the Hidden Floor, I asked on Twitter, and I think even here on YouTube, should I count the data versions of the character as the character themselves, or as a completely separate character? Everybody said count them separately, so that's what I did. I
agree. Like, they literally are different characters. Like, Jihad shows up at the end of Hidden Floor and, like, talks to Data Jihad. You know what I mean? It's like, they're literally different entities at that point, so I agree with that decision.
Data Yu Hansung and the real Yu Hansung both made the top 100, and if you were to combine the two of them together,
interesting.
You know, like, really coincidentally, they would have had the same exact amount of screen time as Yuri. So that was really cool. But yeah, they all count separate.
Interesting. See, I think, okay, so here's the deal. My list here that I have, that I keep showing... Oh, shoot, I just skipped to the end. Oh, boy, we almost got spoiled. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I put Hansung extremely high on, like, my 100 list. And I think maybe I was, like, a little bit influenced by the fact that he was there for Hidden Floor. But the thing is, I think I put him... No, I didn't put him in my top 100. So I think I kind of combined them. Okay, let's give you the benefit of the doubt there. Hey, come on. You know, mistakes were made, let's say that.
Then it counted. Some more characters I'll get into when I get to them on the list kind of had to have some special rules applied, like, say, Emily. Anytime we saw the sort of real, quote-unquote, versions of the character as the character themselves, or as a completely separate character, everybody sort of higher numbers here, just because, like... And there are a couple other, the data versions compared to the real versions. Okay. And there are a couple other weird coincidences like that. There's lots of ties when we're in the sort of...
I figured. Yeah.
Higher numbers here, just because, like, these characters haven't had enough screen time to separate themselves out.
Right.
And the biggest tie ended up being, I don't remember how many it was. I think it might have been a 9-way tie, or maybe it was an 11-way tie. I think it was a 9-way tie for 100th place. As I was counting up all the screen time and stuff, I was like, wow, it's really sort of weird that these characters have the same amount of screen time, and then another character would end up with that same amount, and then another character, and I'm like, well, there's 332 characters. They don't have enough to make the top 100. I'm not going to have to worry about this massive tie of all these characters having the same amount of screen time. And then I got to 99 characters who had more screen time than them, and realized, oh wow, no, all of these characters are tied for the 100th spot. So before we get into the top 99, we have a massive tie for 100th place. So this is technically the top, like, 108. Yeah, let's start getting into the actual list. Starting out our top 100 with the, or technically, again, 108, with the huge 9-way tie for 100th place. All of these characters appeared exactly 17 times in the series.
17
in the first 500
times.
Chapters, at least. Again, I guess I'll have to do an update.
Wait, Mium appeared 17 times? And, wait, Myan? I guess that makes sense because Shia, Lulu, and... Wait, wow, dude. Okay, all right. I had a lot of these. So, okay, I had a few of these on my list. We'll consult my list later. I'm not always going to, like, jump to it. But that's interesting. That's interesting. Because my list was not exactly perfect by any means. I kind of rushed it together. That is honestly fascinating. Let's keep it like this. Let's pull this up. This is crazy. Wait, okay. So love. I'm not going to do this for every single one, but I'm just genuinely curious. I have Vicente. I had Vicente at 72, bro. I had Vicente at 72. Sheesh. Okay, El Pantheon, 71. Dude, okay, well, hey, I was right that they had a similar amount of screen time. Look at me go. Death Lady. Do I not have Death Lady on here? I thought I did. Oh, okay. I guess she didn't make the cut. Wow, let's keep watching.
Updated version every 100 chapters. That'd be like every 2 years. I can do an updated version, add the count for the next 100 chapters. Because, of course, Mule Love has been in some more recent chapters, so we would move up a bit. But, yeah, going with the top 100 here, we have a tie between Myan, Xia Lulu, and I thought it was interesting because there were a lot of times when Myan was with Paul or with the characters that were at the
that's a good
wall
point.
of wall with the sleeping forget-me-not.
Right.
So Myan wasn't with Xia Lulu a lot, and there was a lot of Xia Lulu not being with Myan, and yet they still ended up having the exact same amount of
They're
screen
bonded,
time.
bro.
Death Lady's there, which I'm really happy to see because I
Death
really
Lady!
like Death Lady. Alpathion made
Shout
it.
out!
Dataviol did. So did Miayum. It's really weird, Dataviol having the same amount of screen time as some of these other characters.
That is
Sanchez
odd.
was one of the biggest surprises taking notes.
Sanchez, bro. The man, the myth, the legend. That's the one that fought Yuri. He's one of... There were Walcott, I think, as well, fought Yuri. These names, bro. These Hell Joe minions. Dude.
There were a lot of surprises that I guess, like, in hindsight, like, after I took my notes, I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense now. Sanchez was a big surprise because I really didn't even particularly remember him. But
it's wild.
He fought Yuri for a while, and then he stuck around and got a lot of screen time during, like, the Hell Joe versus Yurik / Bomb stuff. He just stuck around and got a lot of... shots of him that way. He was around even after that fight.
So
I
he's
think.
kind of the
I'm pretty
main
sure
Hell
he had a
Joe
couple
minion.
interactions with the Evan and Garam stuff that was going on.
Okay.
So Sanchez got kind of a ridiculous amount of screen time that I didn't expect.
Okay, Sanchez.
We had Arie Vicente at this point. Vicente hadn't been the main personality of White yet in the first 500 chapters. So this is pretty much only his screen time during the Hell Train itself, and then Mule Love tying with all of them, barely making it into the top 100.
Dude,
but
I have to watch Naya's reaction. I'm wondering if I can't... Okay, is Naya happy that he made it in top 100, or is he upset that he's only 100? I'm curious, because this is before Love... This is before he got to do a lot of the things in the nest. I think he was there, but he hadn't, like... I don't think he had done the whole Evankel thing yet.
But again, like that he's there, and he would probably move up higher now that we've had, 30 more chapters since then.
There you go.
Next, the 90s are divided into two big ties. We have a tie for 96th place between 4 characters. We've got Deng Deng, who... only really stuck around for 1 arc, so it's pretty impressive that he made top 100.
Okay,
and it really
Deng Deng.
didn't feel like we got to see too much of Deng Deng in that arc that he was actually in.
Right.
Ari Bright-Sharon, which I'm, again, excited for because I really like her.
Same.
I wish we got so much more Ari Bright-Sharon, though. She's, like, seriously one of my favorite characters that
She's
barely
so cool.
appears. Yuliu Mata made it, and so did Apple, all tying for 96.
I didn't have Apple in my top 100. I saw her name, and I said, no way she's in top 100. I was like, there's actually no way she's in top 100. Wow. Hana Yu! Bro, what? You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, I don't have Apple here. I have Mata. Never mind. I have Sharon. Okay, I did put Sharon here. She's a little high. A little bit high up here. I have Deng Deng. I'm pretty sure he's way too... Dude, considering how wrong I am already, I'm so curious who these other characters are. Kanzan, I have Kanzan. I have Hell Joe. Oh my god. Bro, I'm so stupid. I don't know what was in my head. I think because the chapter thing is weird, because Hell Joe is only in 1 arc, right? So it makes sense that he's pretty low. But I'm like, oh, Hell Joe's like a major character. So I think I just put him higher without thinking about it. My top 10 list right here, this is going to be where I shine. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be where I shine. Sweet Fish. The freaking Sweet Fish, bro. You kidding me? Hana Yu is higher than Love. Shout out Hana Yu, man.
For the 91st place, we have a 5-way tie between Suo, or Suo, I think is technically how it should be pronounced. Kanzone, Hell Joe, which was one of the biggest surprises to me that shouldn't have been a surprise. Like, when you think about it, he was only in the Floor of Death arc.
Exactly.
And the Floor of Death arc is a pretty long arc, but not the longest. It's like 30-some chapters, which in the grand scheme of Tower of God really isn't all that much. But I guess it's because I read...
How do you had more screen time than Alpathion, Mule, and Vicente? Yes, so we have to remember this is by chapter. So if it's like, it's like, okay, technically maybe Love was like in more, but like, yeah, so like she was in more chapters than Love. Hell Joe was in more, the Sweet Fish was in more chapters. That's crazy. And it makes me think, like, I really feel bad for what happened with Hana Yu. Well, okay, so Hana Yu, they explained why she couldn't keep climbing. Wait a minute. Is Kong on here? Hanuel Kong? If he is, I got some things to talk about, bro, and I'm sure Haku does too.
And did reviews and everything week to week. Hell Joe just seemed so big and important to me that I'm like, wow, how is he this low?
I'll keep my camera down here.
Sweetfish also tied with them. The Sweetfish / Firefish that
shout out
that
Sweetfish
Kun has that he calls Sweetfish, and
That's
then Hanayu also tied with all of them. I am a sucker for Bomb's teammates, so of course I would love to see Hanayu again. I've always wanted the season 1 or volume 1 teammates for Bomb that we haven't seen since then to come back at some point. So I would very much love a Hanayu, or I guess...
Shout out Hana's hands. Bro, too soon, bro. Come on, bro. That's not okay.
Technically, it should be Yuhana, I think. I think I got the name order mixed up there, but the translation uses Hanayu.
Translation, yeah. Hansung Yu, Yu Hansung,
I would very much love to see her again. But yeah, that's the 90s. Quick and easy, moving on.
All right.
We've still got a bunch of big ties in the 80s. Like I said, when we're at the higher numbers, it's sort of like a lot of characters weren't around for as much, so they ended up having the same amount of screen time because the screen time count numbers for them really weren't all that high. We have a huge 7-way tie for 84th place that gave us Huang, and of course I counted Huang as again one of those sort of special ones. Whether it was the yellow golden orb body for Huang, or the puppet body for Huang, or the Yura's brother body for Huang, it was all the same character, just in different bodies, so that all counted. Medley is kind of a surprise, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him talk, sorry. Let me just say, what the frick? Shenhua? Mask Girl! Alright. Well, wait, Cha is on there? Wait, Cha. Dude, my list is butchered. Oh no. A lot of these are ties, so it's like, we'll see, but like, oh no. It's not looking good, bro. Who we got? Okay, Io. Wait, so does Punk appear more than Io? That's interesting. Okay, so we have Pedro. Cool. I don't think I put Wang on here. Frick me, bro. Wow. I did put the clone. Clone is on here. She's way down at 98. Pedro, I already did that one. Cha, I have. Oh my gosh, Michael, Haracha, Cha. Jeez. Nere and Shenhua. I think I put Michael on here. Yeah, Michael. Michael does have more appearances than Apple. That makes sense. Wow, bro. All right. All right. Haku has spoken. Haku has spoken. That's freaking crazy to me.
It doesn't feel like, again, I just mentioned with Floor of Death, it's really a small portion of a really, really huge series. The same thing feels true of Hidden Floor.
Doesn't even have a name.
But Medley somehow just had a ton of screen time. And I guess even with Floor of Death, when you look back on it, for at least the first portion of it, we really didn't see much Hell Joe. Arie Albelda / the clone. I know some people don't like actually considering the clone to be Albelda. I just think it's easier to call the clone Albelda because Albelda's in there with a bunch of other souls.
Yeah,
it's kind of generally know who I'm talking about. Pedro tied with all of them, and so did the Mask Girl. I think technically she's called Gun Girl or Gunner Girl on the wiki. Yeah. But I always just called her Mask Girl. The girl
I do remember her. It's like she's there.
Aqua Williams' team, who was there in Revolution Road. She's there like all through the Hell Train stuff, all the way through Dollar Show. And we even get to see her like have some actual named moves, I think, and like fight during the big group fight against Anna and stuff. So yeah, that's a surprising one. She gets fairly high up there with like actual important or memorable characters. And I guess that's something else that you're going to see, is that the screen time doesn't necessarily reflect importance. There are lots of really important characters that we don't see very often, and lots of characters that you would think don't really do much, but have tons of screen time. Now,
Boro, I'm calling it right now. Boro is going to have a lot more screen time than you thought, because he just is there, bro. He's just
top
there.
100, but Io, the blue one, did make the top 100 for the screen time at 84th place, and Sunwoo Nade also tied with all them. Then we have a 4-way tie for number 80 or spot 80 with Hong Chunhwa, again a little bit more than Sunwoo Nade, Cha, Verdi, and Michael. So again,
bro, how is Shenhua Chunhwa in the top 100. That blows my mind. Because even though he was only in season 1, I remember casting for the dub and doing the dub project, and I guess that, okay, so that doesn't always line up, because sometimes they're there, but they don't say anything. They're in the background, but they don't say anything, right? So even though I'm like, oh, I only remember having Chunhwa talk like 15 times or whatever, you know, basically all of his lines were during the Endorsey fight. He had like one line in chapter 9 where we introduce him, we see his team for the first time. That's like it, you know? So that's kind of crazy to me.
Again, that's, really interesting. We've seen these characters quite a bit, especially when I get into the top 10s of like certain sections of the story. You'll see that there was one section where, like one of the most recent ones, where Cha had a ton of screen time.
Really?
So yeah, these are all characters we've started to see kind of a bit.
The walls?
At least in a segment of the story. In the
now
70s,
his reaction was funny.
To see
oh,
a
shoot.
lot more important characters.
Okay.
Here
we go.
Between Dewan and Jordan, who has this much screen time.
Jordan!
I love so much more of him. He's one of my absolute favorite characters.
Yes.
Macheni actually only at 75th place. Lopo.
That's so embarrassing. I put her so high. Frick, dude. It's because she has this presence, you know? She has this presence. I'm going to let him finish and then we'll look at the list.
And Akryung or Ghost, all of them
I didn't have
had
Ghost.
the same exact amount of screen time. Kelhelam came in 74th place.
Wow.
And then a big three-way tie between
I knew
Gato,
Batis would be on
Batis, and Data Zahard for 71st place. And that's a
Wow.
really interesting one too, because I was kind of surprised that Batis and Data Zahard, again, both being characters from the same
Just
arc,
one arc,
had the same exact amount of screen time.
Yeah.
When, again, I guess because of the big bomb and Data Zahard fight, it feels like Data Zahard was so much more prevalent. But then I guess, again, early Hidden Floor, there was so much Batis. So it's one...
Dude, all right, we'll do it now because he's probably going to switch. Bro, that's freaking crazy. I knew Batis would be on here, though, because we forget that Batis, bro... Batis was there for like all of it, man. But still, that's pretty high. That's higher than I thought. I had Batis at like 80. That's actually pretty close. Okay. I had Doan on here, way too high. Dude, okay, you'll notice in my list here, this list is not the game, by the way. This was me just typing, all right? With this list, newer characters, like Doan and Cha, they're way too high, just because, obviously, in my brain, I'm like, oh, of course they've been there for a while. I knew they would be. This, literally, number 44, Doan, is like after I lowered her already. So, Ren, do I have Ren on here twice? Oh, no, Serena. I have Serena. Serena better be on here. She's definitely going to be on here. Mashini. Oh, I have Data Mashini on here. Uh-oh. Data Jihad is way too freaking high. Jeez. Gato and Ghost. I don't have Ghost. I mean, okay, we're filling it in, but I'm getting scared. Dude, I can't believe Ghost was in that many chapters. What? I guess season 1, and then he was there for the cage, so it makes sense.
One of those things where when you first see the results, like when I first saw the results after taking the notes, I'm like, wow, is that really right? But then, but then when you think about it more, you're like, yeah, that actually makes sense in a weird way.
Okay.
But again, very interesting that two arc characters from the same arc like that had the same exact amount of screen time.
Yeah, shout out to
Getting
Batis,
into
my
the
boy.
60s, we have a tie for 69th place.
No. You're not you cannot be serious right now. You are not telling me that Levin. I was close with Jordan. Oh, I didn't even notice. Let's go, Jordan. Shout out me.
And it's Levin and Madarako. And Levin, again, the anime did him so dirty. I'm glad he at least has enough screen time to get this high up.
Bro, the anime made him fail like episode 2. What? And that's the reason I failed that trivia question when we did the trivia stream.
But Madarako is kind of a weird and interesting one. I didn't expect Madarako to have gotten more screen time in the story than Macheni or some of the other characters that we've already had. It really, I mean, I guess we have been seeing him a little bit at least as far back as Workshop Battle, but it still feels weird that he was so high up. Then after that, we had a big 5-way tie there. for 64th
Yasracha.
place with
Remember, this is
Yasracha, who's a
before
fairly new character, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that he
exactly.
made it this high up.
This is before the flashback with Nen Nen and Wong Wong. This is before all that stuff. Chapter 500.
Chonhee, Data Kun Edwan, Ho and Serena, who both had the same amount of screen time.
Ho and Serena had the same. Wow.
Yeah, all of them for 64th
Okay.
place and 63rd, getting out of these ties a little bit as we start going into the higher rankings. The 63rd place is Varagarv. Then 62nd was Mazano. Again, very, very important.
We're actually not tying. Let's go.
It feels like we've seen a ton of by now. It feels like we've just seen a ton of Mazano by now.
Right.
He's
in like every arc.
kind of on the lower end of things. And in 61st place, Ron May.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Ron May was in it more than Baragov? Or Varagarv? How does that make any sense? You know what? It actually makes perfect sense. When we first meet her, she's not with him. She's like at the beach. And she's like, oh, hey, Anak. And Anak's like, hey, you know what? That actually makes sense. You know, I forgot about that. Ron May was like friends with the group before she became like an angel. She was an angel at that point for the dog, but what's the term? Oh my gosh, the Bloodhounds. Oh my dude, it's been so long since it was like a plot point. Belisar Elliot, the Three Hounds of Yama. What am I thinking of? Oh, that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? The Baylord dogs or whatever. The Baylord boys. Sounds like a band. The Baylord boys. Jihad isn't going to appear. You're right, man. That's true. I think I put Jihad in my list because I'm an idiot. Because I'm a doofus. Ranmei talks a lot. She also talks a lot. That's a good point. Yeah. All right, let's update our list. Remember, this is not part of the game. This was just me being like, oh, 100 names. Nah, I'm just making up excuses, bro. I don't have Levin. I did have Madarako, though, because I did know that he has he's at least in chapters. You know, he's like there. Yasracha way too high. Because, again, I wasn't really thinking. Chonhee, I have Chonhee. Data Edwan, so I did put Data Edwan above Data Jihad. I put him as the highest data person. Although, I forgot about Data Hansung. See what I mean? I forgot about Data Hansung. Oh, man. We did get Data Jihad. The Mad Dogs. Thank you. Mad Dogs. Good freaking gravy, dude. It's embarrassing. It's fine. Not all of us have the superior intellect of Haku, who is like the Tower of God. Okay, Ho and Serena, I did have them both. I'm surprised that Ho had as much as Serena, though. I thought Serena would have had more than Ho. That does surprise me. Baragov I have on here. Yurik I have on here. Again, ignore the numbers. This is just for the sake of who made it in. Ron May, I do not have Ron May. I did not even think about that. Did not even think about her. She's forgettable, bro. I'm sorry. She's forgettable. What can I say?
Sort of upping Varagarv here.
I got Chonhee perfectly? Wait, what? Am I a god? Oh my, I was one off from Chonhee, bro. Okay, but again, the numbers don't really matter too much, to be fair. Again, it's really just for the sake of guessing the top 100 in general.
Here, I guess those scenes of her hanging out with Anak and the gang on
what did I say?
Really helped her out in the screen time.
What did I say?
But yeah, those were our 60s. Now we have the places in the 50s getting really close to our top 50.
There's no shot.
In 60th place, we have Alexei Amico Chaz, which is a little bit of a surprising one, but you know, I respect it. I like it. He does show up kind of a bit more than you notice. He never really gets to play a big important role or get a lot of character development.
Casting him for season 1 was weird because I had an actor who said like 2 lines. You know? The actor said like 2 lines for Amigo Chars. That's about it. There's Paracule, bro. Holy frick. Okay, I'm making a prediction now. I know Haku. He's going to talk about Chang, and he's going to talk about how upset he is that he died.
But he's been showing up as recently as, I'm pretty sure we saw him at the beginning of Season 3.
Unless he suppresses those instincts.
The team, like, the team's talking about going to find Jian Woon and stuff and save Kun and everything. I think we got to see him there, but I know we get to see him after the workshop battle a bit. I think there's at one point we get at least one shot of him at last
Close
station,
enough,
maybe, when we're getting reintroduced to Ship and Hatsu's team. So again, kind of an interesting one, placing this highly.
What the frick?
We've got Lopo Elaine in 59th
Shout out!
place. Three-way tie for 56th place between Muntari, Cheng Blarode, and Parakul, who has had his name spelled a bunch of different ways, but this is the spelling I went with. I love seeing Muntari this high up. I really like this character. Cheng, again, another character I liked, but was written really weirdly. And Parakul all tying with the exact...
He's talking about the way he died. Because there was too much hype. There you go.
Same amount. And then 54th place, again the exact same amount with Rafleho and Data Yuan Sung. Both characters.
I could talk for an hour about Cheng, bro. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, man. It's so... Let's move on.
From different arcs. Who played a
You suppressed that really well, by the way.
I was surprised.
Shout out.
Data Yuan Sung, because again, it feels like we didn't get to see enough of him during Hidden Floor. I might be biased because he's one of my favorite characters, but I was like, we really didn't see that much Yuan Sung. And yet, going back, counting everything up, it's so crazy that Data Yuan Sung has had more screen time than, say, Yusracha or Masheni.
Right, but even looking at Hidden Floor, like, he's totally right. But looking at even just Hidden Floor, that means that for a Hidden Floor only character, he was #1, right? I guess, because you already talked about... I'm assuming Asensio and Mashini aren't going to be above him, so... You know, he's above Data Jihad, he's above Data Edwan, he's above Batis, he's above Medley, he's above Mium, and... That's kind of interesting.
Place was Paul, 52nd place, just a little bit higher was Baylord Doom, and 51st place, kind of a newer character. It's impressive that he almost made top 50, but just missing out on making it into the top 50 is Calavan, who there's almost a part of me that expected him to be a little bit higher ranked.
Right.
But I guess, you know, again, in the grand scheme of a 500-plus chapter-long saga, really, I guess it makes sense that he hasn't been around that long.
It does make sense. Again, if you look at my stupid list, I have him pretty high just because I'm like, oh, Calavan, main character Calavan, you know, the boy. Let's put these on here. So I have everyone on this screen I do have, except when it comes to Hansung, I forgot Data Hansung existed. Sue me. I'm sorry. Okay, I have him in my top screen time one. Elaine. I have Elaine. I have Muntari as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't remember all these names from memory. I looked at the list of characters on the wiki and just jotted down the ones that I thought would be in top 100. So Amigo Charles didn't make it. Shanhua didn't make it. I don't have Chang, but I do have Quattro. Because I knew, and this proves it, Quattro has more screen time than Chang. I freaking knew it, bro. Because he dies in the most stupid way. Reflejo, really high up. Dang, it's weird. It's weird. Okay, but I'm getting there, though. We're at 50. We're getting pretty close at this point. Calavan number 19. Jeez. Doom and Paul I'm surprised that they're so close. I thought Doom would have more than Paul. Yeah, I'm surprised Paul had as much presence as he did. Interesting. Interesting. More Calavan? I don't think anyone will complain if we had more Calavan. Because he's the best.
Even though he has been so sort of at the forefront recently.
Yeah.
But, yeah, now we get to move on into our top 50.
Top 50!
Starting out the top 50 is just a really weird one. Just a really, really strange one. With the three-way tie at 48th place between Puropo, Vespa, and Ha Jinsung. Now, I get Vespa and Ha Jinsung. We've seen quite a bit of them. Vespa's not that important, but... You know, they've at least been at the forefront. We've seen
Vespa is around a lot. Like, they're always flying around, you know, carrying Laro. So I think I have Vespa, but 48 with Puropo and Jinsung.
Plenty of them. Puropo, I really didn't expect to have this much screen time.
I guess he's there.
I really don't remember him, getting that much. Even when we were on the Hell Train, I guess he did get a lot during Dollar Show, because he was
the announcer.
MC for it.
Right.
And he has stuck around since then.
That's true.
Until we got to season 3, at least. And even before then, since Revolution Road. But it just feels really weird having him this high up. It really didn't feel like he had that much screen time.
That's interesting.
But again, he did the same amount as Jinsung. It just feels so strange to me.
Okay, a lot of you are saying Puropo. This is the guy who was, a part of Boro's team. he like became the new train leader, train administrator, train conductor after Pedro died. And he was kind of there, you know, just kind of chilling. I don't know, he was in the flashbacks sometimes. He just never like did a lot, you know. So
it feels so
interesting.
Off. 47th was Quant Blitz. Now, Quant Blitz, you can maybe put a little bit of an asterisk beside, because for Quant, I did also count as screen time anytime that we saw him like on a billboard or on a soda can or something. I'm like, well, that is Quant. He is on screen. If you're a fan of Quant, you're like, hey, he showed up here, even if it was just on a billboard or something.
I agree. That counts as screen time, bro. That 100% counts. There's even times where I think there's one time where they say his name, but he isn't even shown. I think it's at the workshop battle right before One Shot, One Opportunity. They're like, oh, let's watch this movie, The Adventures of Quant, or something like that. I don't think we see Quant. Like, I think that's cool. Like, obviously that doesn't count because he isn't shown, but we see him on the posters and stuff. That's cool.
So that's one that you can kind of put an asterisk beside, because I did count any like
that was the comedic exception. I approve, bro. I approve.
But yeah, 47th place is Quant. Three-way tie for
shout out to Evan Kell. I'll let him talk.
Place with Gosang, who, again, it feels weird because we haven't seen Gosang in so long.
Right.
But I guess for the first segment of season 2, she really was around like all the time. Evan Kell, who again is a newer character as far as like actual physical introduction goes.
Right.
So that's pretty impressive. And Emily, who I mentioned before getting into this, is a character that kind of has special circumstances where I counted anytime we saw the, again, quote-unquote body of Emily, but also anytime we saw the Emily mascot face while people were talking to Emily.
I agree.
Her 43rd place.
Akka Williams!
Akka Williams, another kind of surprising one, because Akka really, even in the Hell Train, didn't stick around that long, but I guess for the short amount of time that Akka Williams was with us, they just got a decent amount of...
Akka got to do a lot, bro. Like, to be honest, Akka, like, low-key, one of the best, like... I don't know. Like, his speech to Daniel, I think it is. When Daniel's... I don't know. He has a lot of great moments. The moment where he punches through the wall, dude, Akka's awesome.
Screen time in that short amount of time. Yeah, when I'm thinking about it. Again, it's one of those things where... At first, you're like, Akka Williams got more screen time than Evan Kell or Jin Sung. But then when you think about it, you're like, you know, I kind of guess. They weren't around for that long, but they were on screen a lot when they were around. 41st place is another tie between Hong Danhwa and Quattro Blitz. Characters who showed up in a bunch of different arcs. Were with Bomb's team for quite a bit. So, you know, it kind of makes sense.
It does make sense. And again, Quattro, even before Chang died, spoilers, I'm just kidding. Before Chang died, Quattro did have more of a presence, because I remember Workshop, during like the final stage of the Workshop battle, Wang Nan got to summon some allies, and he was like, Arc Raptor, I'm forgetting, I think Arc Raptor, I think he said Iwa, and then Quattro. I know I could be butchering it. He for sure summoned Quattro, though. And so Quattro had a little bit more to do at that last stage of the Workshop battle. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
Even though a lot of...
Oh, you know what? Let's update our little list, shall we? Let's update our list. So on my list, I didn't factor in the ties. So obviously, you know, it's a bit harder. But I mean, okay, I have Vespa. I don't have Poro Po. I have Boy Jin Sung, but he's way too freaking high. I have Evan Kell. I do have Quant as well, because I knew Quant was there a lot for hide and seek. He showed up later on, but I have him really low. Quant actually had more screen time than I thought he would. That's interesting. Emily, I put pretty high because I knew she had a lot of appearances with being a robot and all that, an application. Gosang, I almost got down. I put 43. Shoot, okay. Let's go. Pretty close. Akka 50, also very close. Okay, so I'm getting some of the... Again, the list is very all over the place. The upper ones especially are very just biased. Like, oh, main characters, so I put them up here. I should have put more time into it. But Danhwa I put very low. I did not think he would be at 41. And then Quattro. Okay. Okay.
People forget about Danwa. He has actually just gotten a lot of time on screens from
You summoned Quattro first?
Revolution Road all the way up through the Hell Train, and even appearing here and there whenever we get to see Yiwa again, which Yiwa as a character we'll get to, but geez, I'm actually missing Yiwa a lot, and I know like big fans of the character have to be missing because she was around a lot and then hasn't been around in a really...
He was talking about me. You know, obviously, big fans of the character. Iwa's my favorite. She's my waifu. She's the best, okay? She's clearly the best. It pains me. I feel like I've accepted that we'll never see her again. Isn't that...
long time now.
It's horrible.
Feels bad to be a Yiwa fan.
Yes,
Almost as bad as it must
Yes,
feel to be an Anak fan. Now we're into...
That's fair. That's fair.
To our top 40, we're at the place where ties are a bit more rare.
Hanukkah! What the frick? How? I figured he'd have more screen time than Hana you, but wait a minute. More than Akka. Dude, Boro's in the top 30. Can we talk about that? She's mid. Someone ban just some guy named Karaka. Someone ban, that's not acceptable here. That's not acceptable.
One more after this.
I'm kidding.
But Leroro made it into 40th
Leroro!
place. I'm really happy about that.
Let's go!
He's one of my favorite characters.
He's
and
awesome.
It feels like we haven't seen that much of him. So I'm glad that between season 1, the little bits we saw during season 2, especially workshop battle, getting to see him recently in a flashback, I'm glad that he at least had enough to make top 40. Then we had a tie for 38th place between a character, again, that people forget and people sleep on. Hanul King was around Hanul King Doctrine for Bomb's team for quite a bit during the Hell Train stuff.
We'll let Haku speak.
Then we have Angel and...
Okay, so obviously this is a long video. He can't exactly go into who... he explained it though. Like, Hanul Kong is there. He was on board, like, Boro, Felix, Hana Yu... and Hanul Kong were all a team. And Hanul Kong was a doctor who was like, hey, I'm here too. I'm training with Boro. He stuck around on Bomb's team from the very beginning of Revolution Road all the way like to the end of Dollar Show. If you remember, like Bomb's team during the actual Dollar Show part where like you each obtain coins, you have to spend them to like open doors and stuff. It was Bomb, Muntari, who shout out to Muntari, who Haku mentioned before, and Hanul Kong. That was Bomb's team. It was the three of them, just going around. Unfortunately, Hanul Kong couldn't do anything. He was surrounded by bigger fish than him. But if you remember during one of my favorite moments, actually, and this is underrated, it's during the game at the beginning of, or like the middle of Revolution Road, Train City, where, you have the ball explodes if you hold it for too long. And Hanul Kong is holding the ball, and Bomb is just being the worst teammate throughout this entire game. Just being the absolute worst, being like, let's play again and again. Or no, what does he do? He basically, he's being selfish and he almost ruins it for his team. And Hanul Kong grabs the ball, and it's about to explode, and he like charges in, and he's like, I'll explode with you, or I don't know, like he has this really cool moment, and that's kind of the only main thing he did, but shout out to him for that, you know what I'm saying?
When Raguel, who had Raguel, who had the same amount of screen time there.
Angel, yeah, makes
place
sense.
Was another tie between Ed and Dan and Buelser Elliott.
Elliott more than Angel, that surprises me.
People kind of forget about Elliott as well, but again, another tie. I really want to see Elliott again. We've gotten into the canine people stuff, so I really...
We saw Baragov, why not Elliott?
I don't know why we haven't gotten to see more of him. And there's the third Mad Dog that's just been completely dropped, apparently.
It wasn't Chang. It could have been Chang. Chang could have had this dope reveal. Instead, he was like, I'm half canine, dead. Whatever.
35th place is a really impressive one just because of how new the character is. Yama, despite being so new to the series, has already gotten enough screen time to have made it to 35th. 34th was Daniel Hatchet, which makes a ton of sense because he was on screen a ton in the early Hell Train days. From Revolution Road all the way through Dollar Show. Then we have Jaja in 33rd place. Again, makes sense. We've seen Shaja on and off quite a bit. 32nd, Fonsacol Leray. And again, anytime we see him all huddled up in his blanket.
I figured. So I have him on my list. I have him extremely low, but I wasn't even going to include him until I thought, wait a minute. Vespa's carrying him, Endorsi's carrying him, Hots is carrying him. That totally counts.
But again, it's clearly him like riding on Hatsu's back or whatever.
Right.
I count that.
Yes.
And 31st place, Beta. Good for Beta. Good for Beta, making it almost to top 30.
That's wild. I think I forgot Beta. I don't know if I even put him on my list because I think I just forgot. Bomb did not kill him. In fact, at the end of Dollar Show, Chang and Quattro, with the White Heavenly Mirror, Kuhn's knife, they steal Angel and Elliot and walk away. And that was another clue that Chang was connected to the canines, but just not in the way we thought he was. Pretty interesting, though. Pretty interesting. No, he's still alive, man. He's still alive. Bomb did not kill him, even though he killed Muntari, which we'll never forget. Never forget Muntari. All right, Leiro. Wow, I had Leiro at 39. All right, hey, shout out to me, kind of. I didn't put Hanu Kong. Rip. Angel, I have. Okay. Elliot, I have him below Angel. I thought for sure Angel would have more screen time than Elliot. Dan, where's Dan? There he is, 58. Dan with the screen time, though. Let's go. Yama, I have way too high. Again, just ignore the top placements for the most part. I'm covering up for my own mistakes. Daniel, 41. Shia, I have at 47. So actually, these are kind of close at the very least. Laro, I have super, super low, 82. And then I think I just forgot Beta. No, I did. I put him at 95. Freaking jeez. Bro, I have Charlie on here, man. I have Traveler. What? Okay, but like, I have reasons. Never mind. Forget I said anything, bro. Yes, Haku has an explanation there. There's explanations about what happened to those characters.
In our top 30 by screen time, I'm sure we have some really big surprises. So 30th place is Yuan Sung. Again, really cool. Like I mentioned, if this is just counting the real Yuan Sung. But if we counted the real Yuan Sung and the data Yuan Sung together, they would have... if we counted the two of them together, they would have tied with Yuri, who we still haven't seen yet. So they would have been even higher up, or he would have been really higher up.
Bro!
But yeah, Yuan Sung making it to top 30, even without counting the data version, who also made top 100. We have Kang Horyang or Benyamino Ilmar.
I knew Barrow would be high, just because she's there, but freaking Traveler, bro!
Our last tie is 27th place. It's Beto, who makes sense. And Traveler.
And Traveler.
When I first got to this, the two biggest surprises for me.
Freaking craziest thing.
When I first put all my notes together.
Yeah, again, Barrow does actually make sense, even though it's kind of surprising. But how about Traveler's just there in his cloak?
The surprises for me personally, even as the person taking notes, were Helljo being so low. I was really surprised that he was so low. And Traveler being so high. Traveler is ridiculously high up here. Then 26th place, we have Novik getting into the top 25. 25th is Benyamino Casano, which is a little bit of a surprising one. A little bit of a surprise.
I thought he'd be a little lower.
That one's a bit shocking. But I guess when you think about how much he's been around, I guess maybe not. 24th is Evan Edrock. Really high rating there for Evan. Been around since like the very beginning of the series, though.
Yes, episode
23rd
2.
is Karaka. 22nd, Prince. And
You assumed Hansung would be top 20? Yeah, Sharky's the biggest Hansung sip. We have to remember, though, with Hansung, like, it doesn't count data. So it's only season 1, and then a couple flashbacks, and then last station onward. That's it. So it kind of makes sense.
First was Kun Ran. So interesting that, again, Kun Ran's had a ton of screen time. 21st place is pretty high up.
That's pretty high, dude.
Also interesting that Kun Ran didn't make the top 20.
Oh, shoot! What? He was 11? Dude, I'm so happy. That's way higher than I thought. That's so much higher than I thought, dude. I'm so happy. All right, hold on. So we got Hansung. I already did Hansung. Because again, in my head, I forgot data. Blah, blah, blah. Excuses. Horyang's pretty high, considering he's in a coma after workshop battle. Okay, Barrow. I have her at 51. Wait, we haven't gotten to Irure yet. Irure's definitely on here somewhere. Interesting. Traveler, I literally have Traveler at number 100, bro. I am shocked that he's 27. I was counting even the times where he's in the cloak. Jeez. Nobik, I have at 37. Okay. Pretty close. Kasano, I have at 49, man. Evan, I had Evan pretty high. Probably way too high. My thinking was like, oh, well, if Yuri's going to be high, you could never see Yuri without Evan, but I don't think that's true. I think there are actually more instances that you might think where you don't see Evan, I suppose. Especially since they split sometimes. All right, Karaka, I put him pretty high. Prince is much higher than I thought he would be. And then Ron. Shout out to Ron. Whoa, I had Ron at 20. Oh, shoot. Dude, I'm so close to so many of these. Even though it's obviously weird because there's ties and everything. Shout out to Antonio. Could you please stop screaming? No! You're going to make me want to scream more, dude. This is my channel. Welcome to the channel. But thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you.
Also interesting that Kunran didn't make the top 20. We now go into the top 20 with what is probably yet another pretty shocking result with Fonsakal Irure or Cherry Law. But again, it's surprising, but then when you think about it, Cherry Law or Irure was around through Revolution Road, all through the sort of dollar show Hell Train segment. Yeah. Then was part of the group that went off to the Name Hunt Station, even though she didn't really do much there.
No.
Was
Same
part
for
of the
Floor of
group
Death.
that went on to the Floor of Death, I believe, as well. And onto the Hidden Floor, where she had her fight with her uncle, the Sworn Enemy. So again, has had a lot of screen time, had all this mysterious stuff. Like, might I add, with like, oh, we need to steal this or follow Bomb around or whatever. But then, like, we don't know why. We don't know what the mission that Irure was on was.
We still don't know what the heck that was all about.
More mysteries there that CU's got to get back to in the future.
Yeah.
19th place was high Yura. Oh, yeah. Also, I have, like...
Yura's high!
I haven't brought it up for every single character because I felt like it would bog down the video, which is already going to be kind of long as it is.
Sure,
But I do have, like, the exact amount of... sort of chapters each character's appeared in written down in case I wanted to reference it at all.
Oh, cool.
Fonsakal Irure was in 90 chapters of Tower of God. So I... Out of the first 500 chapters, almost 1 in every 5 chapter would have featured Fonsakal Irure. 19th place we have Hayura. 18th we have Anaxahard. I guess I could say the ones for the top 20 just to show sort of the gaps between them.
Okay, let's do it.
Hayura appeared in 94 chapters and Anaxahard appeared in 95 out of the first 500 chapters.
Makes sense because even though she had a huge cutoff after Workshop Battle, like, she was like a main character of Season 1. Like, in a ton of chapters, was a major part of the Workshop Battle, and then basically had cameos after that.
Of Tower of God.
Hockney is really high.
We haven't seen Anak in forever. Anak had a ton of...
Boro's in the top 10! Boro! Yo, Boro's in the top 10! Boro is in the top 10! Oh my... Dude, everyone who says Boro is like, who's Boro again? Who the heck is Boro? Boro doesn't matter. He's in the top 10 most screen time characters in this story. I'm gonna bring that up every time, bro. I'm gonna bring that up every time y'all say that. Every time. Sorry, I don't know. I mean, look, you might be like, wow, Joe. Who cares about Boro? Boro's so cool, man. Boro's so cool, and don't y'all forget it, man. Oh my gosh. Me not there you go. Exactly, the disrespect. Dude, Boro, man. That makes me so excited. Sorry.
Time early on.
I'll let him talk.
And then like nothing. And I think my first ever like top whatever favorite Tower of God characters videos that I must have done like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Probably put a Nock at number 1.
You did?
Nock was my favorite character for like the longest time. But boy, being a Nock fan is rough. Because we haven't seen a Nock do anything in, well, I guess since the...
Oh, guess the top 10? Good idea, good idea.
Battle. So forever.
That's a great idea.
Good, oh God, like 8-ish
I'll
years?
do that.
I don't know, a ton of time. Probably longer than that. 17th place was David Hockney, who came in at 96 chapters. Honak Raptor in 16th was in 103 chapters.
All right,
15th place, Yuri Zahard was at 106 chapters.
It'd be funny if Burrow isn't on the list. Get out of here.
Which would have been an exact tie.
The chapters are much shorter? True. Okay, but this is by chapter. This is like, you know, if you see the character, if they're in the chapter, so the chapter length doesn't matter that much. I guess it would actually help characters like Ho and Serena. So I guess that's probably what you're saying. Like, you know, the whole Ho thing would have been like 2 chapters or 3 chapters in current Tower of God, but it was extended over like 10 or 15.
A tie this high up at 15th place with Yuan Sung, if I would have counted the real Yuan Sung and Data Yuan Sung together.
How is Boro not who is Boro? I agree.
So again, that's just where he would be if I counted them together. 14th place, Sachi Faker, again makes sense, was there all throughout the Hell Train saga, which was by far the longest chunk of the series.
Right.
With 116 chapters appeared in.
Dang, bro!
Yeol Miseng in 13th place with 123 chapters. Miseng has really done a lot and really doesn't get the credit she deserves. Again, a bit biased because I like the character, but Miseng, if you go back and reread, really did a lot throughout season 2.
Yeah.
12th place was White/Arie Joaquin.
I knew he'd be high.
Even though they call him White, I count any point at which Joaquin is the main personality.
Right.
When, like,
totally,
you know, personality-wise, that is Joaquin in control.
Yep.
That is the same character, you know. We have Vicente in control now, but any White when Joaquin was in control was still Joaquin to me.
I cannot believe Iwa almost made it to top 10 characters.
Still the same character. So they came in 12th with 127 chapters. Yeon Yua almost making the top 10 despite us not having seen her in forever. I really need us to get Yeon back sometime soon.
All right, I'm stopping it now. I'm going to guess the top 10. So by deductive reasoning, I'm pretty sure, okay, I'm going to make a new file because I don't want to cheat and like look at the names that I'm going to just guess this, okay? I'm pretty sure we can figure out who is in the top 10. I'm just going to guess the placements as well. I'm going to minimize chat because I don't want you to influence this. But shout out to my girl, Iwa. I cannot believe she's top 10. All right, so number 10 is going to be Boro. I would be shocked if he's above that. Okay, you know what? Let's just figure out. Let's figure out who it is. This will be quick. Don't worry. It's okay. So obviously we got Bom Kunrak, Wangnan, Rachel. Holy, okay, Rachel. Dang. Boro, okay, I will cheat. I am going to cheat. I'm going to see who I put here. Hwaryun, yep, we haven't heard Hwaryun's name yet. I'm cheating. It's because I don't want to take too long. Shibisu and Hot, oh my gosh. Yep. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, who else would it be then? Bangkun, Shibisu, Hot, Hockney, Kelhelm, Garam. Who the heck could it be? Is it like... Wait. I'm confused. I'm not opening up chat because it'll be cheating. Who in the... Am I forgetting someone? Or like, is it like a Shinwei or something that I'm... Am I stupid? I think I'm dumb. Hold on. Quan, Hansung, and Dorsey. Oh, and Dorsey! Bleh. 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 All right. There's our top 5. There's our top 10. Okay, I did kind of cheat with the top 10. But I'm going to place them. Number 10 is Boro. Number 9 is going to be... Rachel. Number 8 is going to... Number 8's going to be Hwaryun. Number 7 is going to be... Am I putting them too high? Hold on. All right. You know what? Shibisu. No. I think Shibisu has more times than Hot. So I'm putting Hot's here. Shibisu at 7. Hwaryun at 6. Endorsi at 5. Wangnan at 4. Raccoon Bomb. All right, there's my list. That's what we're doing. I cannot believe Boro's in the top 10, bro. If you look at these names, you'd think like, oh yeah, the main characters of Tower of God until you get to Boro's name. Freaking crazy. All right. Boro's higher? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Let's go.
She had 129 chapters appeared in out of 500, and that brings us to our top 10. And that brings us into the top 10 characters in all of Tower of God by Screentime, which is probably a lot less surprising. There is one here that was kind of a surprise to me, not a huge surprise or anything, but in 10th place we have Hatsu, who I refuse to call Hats with a Z because that's a really dumb name and not...
I'm sorry that I call him Hats. I'm sorry. I agree. Hatsu is so much cooler. It's so much cooler, man. Joe, I'm not going to cheat. Joe, 1 second later, I'm going to cheat. Well, okay, I just realized it would take too long. If I had the time, if I took my time, you're right. I don't want to bore you all by just sitting there thinking, though. I realize that, you know.
Not a great translation.
Boro's 8.
But who appeared in 135
Blitz,
chapters
he's earlier.
out of
He's
the
earlier.
500. Shibisu or Shiplisu, I was just going to call him Shibisu, but I was actually surprised when looking around how many people still call him Shiplisu.
Wow.
So I just stuck both translations up there. He showed up in 151 chapters out of 500. We have Boro in 8th place with 154 chapters.
Dang, dude.
In 7th with 159 appearances.
Hots is way better? No, it's not. I am biased. I'm biased as someone who's only known Hots. But Hots or Hatsu. It's like, dude, Hatsu, it's cooler. I'm just saying, it's cooler. I still call him Hots because that's all I know. But I'm trying to be objective here. Hatsu is just cooler. It just is, man. I don't know. I think it's cooler. I don't know.
Hwaryun in 6th, just missing the top 5.
Wait, hold on. What was Wangnan's number?
Wangnan in 7th with 159 appearances.
Oh, shoot. Speaking of Zane, you still haven't modded them here? Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, look at that. I'm sorry, Zane. Let me make Zane a mod so that Zane can be awesome. Boom. There you go, Zane. Shout out. Thank you.
Hwaryun in 6th, just missing the top 5. I really thought.
Shoot, I keep missing it.
in 7th with 159 appearances.
Okay, Wangnan. That's like, okay, that fits. I gave him the benefit of the doubt and was like, oh, of course he's in 4th, right? But I also prefer Hatsu because SIU mentioned in a blog post that his name sounds like an anime character. Exactly, bro. It's like, Hatsu sounds like an anime name. It does. So I still call him Hats just because I've called him Hats for years, but I'm being objective. I think Hatsu is cooler. And of course, that is just what SIU calls him. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, Zahard and Shiplisu and what else? I mean, Andrasi. It's like, that is the more accurate name, but I'm just used to saying other names. I do think it's weird because Andrasi and Dorsey, I think, are both cool. I think I've just gotten so used to Endorsey that I think it's better. It's a complicated thing.
Hwaryun in 6th, just missing the top 5. I really thought she was going to be in the top 5.
I'm impressed.
But she came in 6th with 178 chapters appeared in. Rachel in 5th was the one surprise to me.
That was the surprise. Okay. I can see it because there's so many times where there's a huge gap in time where you don't see Rachel. I'm guessing that's what he's going to say.
I feel like, even though Rachel's so important to the story, I really feel like she didn't get that much screen time. I guess, again, season 1, she was around a lot. Early season 2, we saw her with Kuhn's team quite a bit. And moving into Workshop Battle, we didn't see her that much. But then going into Hell Train, we saw a ton of Rachel.
Andrasi and Dorsey are both fine. I've seen and Dorothy? Oh, you're right. I do remember that. And Dorothy. That's okay. Yeah. It's like that meme where it's like we agree that both are good, but not freaking Andorsi.
So I guess
that's
it
not
really in like
acceptable.
Floor of Death, she was like really prominent.
Right.
Same with Hidden Floor, there was a lot of her, including her as Icarus, which
counts.
I count because again that
Good.
was obviously just Rachel.
It's Rachel.
Icarus wasn't their own separate character. So yeah, 182 chapters appeared in. It feels weird, kind of. I knew that Rachel would be high up, probably top 10, but I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
highly rated.
that's surprising, actually.
Now, Andrasi, I was maybe just kind of
Thank you, Phoenix Orchard.
wrong
Shout out.
on.
Or Orchid.
I wasn't really sure
Phoenix
where
Orchid, what's up?
Andrasi would lie. I was like, you know, she did spend a lot of arcs not with us, so maybe
Right.
she's not going to be rated that highly. And then there was part of me that, like, maybe she'll come in second place behind Bomb, because she really has gotten a ton of screen time. But she appeared in
Number 4 is very
197
high.
out of the first 500 chapters and came in 4th place in terms of screen time. So yeah, Andrasi's there.
Shout out.
Rack is another one that's a little bit surprising in 3rd place, and I guess really shouldn't be surprising. Rack showed up in 261 out of the first 500 chapters.
That jump is insane. Wait a minute. That's actually 261 out of 500. So Rack is in over 50% of the chapters. You could say it makes sense, which it does. But number 4, the one below Rack, was in less than 200. That's a huge gap.
So over half of every chapter featured Rack. Plus, again, number 3 in terms of screen time. What surprised me was when I first took, you'll see when I go over the different segments, when I first took my notes on season 1.
I'm excited for the segments.
He wasn't even in the top 5, and I was like, wow, Rack really didn't get that much screen time there. And then Rack was missing for the first chunk of season 2. Rack spent chunks of the Hell Train saga, like the Hidden Floor, and the floor, well, he was back for the Hidden Floor. He spent the Floor of Death missing.
Right, Floor of Death.
There was just so
and like even Name on Station, he got captured. You know,
many sections of the series where we didn't have any Rack at all that I didn't know if the times when he was with the main group would make up for that. But yeah, it did. He ended up in 3rd place. Kunai Grow Agnes ended up in 2nd place, which really shouldn't be surprising, with 357.
357? Dang! Shout out to Kun.
Chapter appearances out of the first 500.
Wow.
And then, again, the main character, should be fairly obvious, came in 1st.
Really quick, Andrasi could have been 2nd place or not even top 10. I would have believed it either way. I had no clue what to expect from it. Yeah, same. Like, look at me. I was about to name the top 10 and I didn't even... I was like, oh yeah, Endorsi. But then I was like, okay, yeah, I guess she's top 10. That's interesting.
25th Bomber, Juvial Grace.
It makes sense.
450 appearances.
She isn't a lot.
In the first 500 chapters. So again, it's pretty interesting that 10% of chapters Bomb didn't even appear in. But it's also very interesting that he appeared in 90% of chapters.
Haku, you couldn't have put it better. Shout out to Haku, putting this together, speaking about it so eloquently. Shout out.
But yeah, I guess really the top of this list isn't all that surprising. I think some people might be surprised by Boro, but that's not really surprising to me. I thought he would do really well.
Dude, I'm a Boro fan. I love Boro. But that shocks me. That shocks me. It shocks me. I don't know why. I should have expected it. Again, I'm looking at it from too much of a prominence perspective. Like, oh, the main major characters. But characters like Boro and Sachi and, Shibisu, they're there for so much of what happens, even if they don't play a major role. So, Haku, disregarded any biases and just completely just looked at the chapters. It's so fascinating.
Well, Rachel being above Warrion is surprising to me. I really thought Warrion was going to make top 5. And I really didn't think... I thought maybe top 10, but I didn't think Rachel was making top 5. Like at all. Rachel just... When I think of Tower of God characters we've seen a lot of, I don't think of Rachel. Really.
Right. Wow.
So again, an interesting topic.
Biggest Boro fanboy contest when? We gotta have Boro trivia. I think you'll beat me, because... Again, you're I don't know. I feel like when it comes to even the Boro simpness, you most likely have me beat, I will admit, but we'll have a showdown someday.
Top 10, but maybe not a super surprising one. I guess it depends on who you are. But like I said, I'll actually talk about the segments I split it into in the top 10 from each of those sections.
Here we go. So, okay, I want to give a huge shout out to Haku. The video is not over yet. Huge shout out to Haku, who poured over a year into creating this video, over a year into examining every single chapter, every single appearance of all of these characters. That is incredible. Huge shout out to Haku. Now we're gonna play our game. This, Naya's reaction to Boro. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, that's exciting. That's gonna do as soon as I hit end on the stream. All right, this is where the game begins. Okay, you know what? Let's look at my my points here. This was the top 100. This one didn't really. Again, blah, blah, blah. I've explained it enough. All right, so I'm going to highlight the ones that were mentioned, which are all of these. All of these. So I knew that the characters would appear. It was just the order was, like, actually horrible. Liboric, I got wrong. Garam, I would have thought would have had more than Sanchez. I don't think Garam was mentioned. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe Garam was on there. But I guess that makes sense. Liboric didn't have a chance to do his thing yet. This was only up to chapter 500. Haracha, I think I just was thinking of the flashback, but that's like one chapter, so it makes sense. Gustang, makes sense that he's not on here. Inietta was mentioned, so I'm going to highlight him. Kendrick DL. Oh, send you the top 10 from chapters 500 and 533 on Discord. Oh yeah, please do, Haku. That'd be great. Please do send me that. I would love to see that. I would love to. That'd be cool. Jordan was talked about. Liliel and Shiliel, I thought they would have, but I guess that makes sense. I put Arya on. See, a lot of these are like biases. Pericule was mentioned. Data Asensio, it was not. Berdich was not. That's interesting to me. Blueberry and Hedon, because, you know, we see the little flashbacks with Hedon sometimes. I would have thought Lurker I put on there, but dude, these like the number 100 Ty had 17 appearances. That is so much more than I would have thought for these lower characters. Charlie, I put, dude, I don't regret. You're good. I have Charlie on here for the top 10 of the arc, and bro, I have reasons to believe that. All right, I have reasons to believe that. Okay, now we're gonna play the game. These are my guesses for the top 10 of each arc. Again, I'm prepared to lose. I'm prepared to have these butchered. But I'm doing it anyway. I'm putting my my guesses on the line. Here's the game. If I get it spot on, if I get the number, you know, I get the number exactly right, I get 3 points. Okay, I get 3 points. If it's within 2 spots of my guess, I get 2 points. And then if it's just on the list at all, I get a point. That is how we're doing this. I can get 360 points. My goal is half. We'll see, bro. I don't know. This is gonna be pretty interesting. We'll see.
So when I was taking all these notes to make it easier to look at, because again, I had 332 characters over the course of 500 chapters, I split the series into 12 sections. And yeah, 12 not 11. I can't count, so forgive me. But I split it into Season 1, Return of the Prince, Workshop Battle, Revolution Road, which also includes like the
Haku sent me these arcs ahead of time so I could do the guessing
like
game.
The Hill Train prologue before it. Dollar Show, which again counts for like everything between Revolution Road and the end of Dollar Show.
It's a lot.
Then Name Hunt Station, Floor of Death, Hidden Floor, Last Station, the Cage, the Walls, and the Nest. So those are the 12 segments that I separated the story into.
Okay.
And to really quickly go over the top 10 from all of those sections. For Season 1, the top 10 in terms of screen time was 10th place Leroro, 9th.
Oh shoot! Okay, let me pull up my points.
Place Fonseca Luray, 8th place Rachel, 7th place Rack. So again, Rachel and Rack not even making the top 5 in Season 1.
Whoa, hold on. We got
10th place Leroro.
10th is Leroro. Oh boy. Shoot. I only get 1 point for that. All right, I get 1 point. I get 1 point. We good.
9th place.
Here, let me do this. I'm gonna do this. All right, there we go. Okay, that's easier.
Fonseca Luray.
Laura's number 11, bro? How? What? Laura? I think I gotta give Lauro more credit, man, because he's like there. Interesting.
8th place Rachel, 7th place.
8th place Rachel. I didn't even have Rachel on here. Am I stupid, man?
It's Rack. So again, Rachel and Rack not even making the top 5 in
Jeez.
Season 1. 6th place was Hatsu. 5th place was
6 was Hots? Holy frick!
Andrasi. 4th
5th was Indoor. Okay, so I get 2 points for Endorsey. 4th
place was a knock.
4th was a knock. Dude, I was so close. I said 6th Endorsey, 5th a knock. Are you serious, bro? Shoot.
3rd place was Shibisu.
I was so close. Okay, Rack threw me off. If we bump down Rack to number 7, I'm perfectly right. I had Endorsey, a knock, Shibisu, Kun, and Bomb. I had that order right. Again, I think it's because I dubbed season 1, so I remember like, oh yeah, Shibisu was in most episodes in comparison to who and who. But dang, dude, so close, man. Ah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer.
3rd place in season 1 in terms of screen time was Shibisu.
Pretty impressive.
2nd place was Kun, and 1st place was Bomb, and this was a really, really interesting one because Bomb only appears once more than Kun in season 1, and for a lot of season 1, Kun actually has more screen time than Bomb, and so I was like, oh wow, is Kun gonna win? Is Kun gonna have more screen time than Bomb in season 1? But then we get into the end with like the epilogue Rachel and the last examination stuff, and Bomb started to catch back up, and I was like,
Bomb
oh
caught
no,
up.
And then Bomb just overtook him at the end.
Wow, dude, okay, this is so interesting. I love this. Hearing it by the arc is so interesting as well. Okay, so we could have gotten a maximum of 30 points. What do we get? What do we get? 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15. This is not good. Season 1 was my bread and butter, I would say. And I only got half the points I could have gotten. This is not good. All right, we're at 15 out of 360. We're at 15, bro. This is not good. I'm excited to see what these are. Let's go.
And I had a little bit more screen time than Kun did.
So I thought Quantum Hansung were in the top 10, but instead it was Rachel. It was Rachel and, oh shoot, I forget who he said. Rachel and someone else, I forgot.
Now, Return of the Prince.
Return of the Prince!
10th place was a tie between Ron and Novik.
Yes! Let's go! I got Ron, number 10. Let's go! Yes! Aha! Big money, bro!
At the same amount. 9th was Kunagro Agnes. 8th.
Oh, I had Kun at 5. Okay, that makes sense. I put him really high because I knew that he had a presence like during the oh, Lauro, thank you. That's what it was. So let me put that down here. So these two, I'm gonna scratch them out. And I'm just gonna put the names of the people that were there. I know it's not the right spot, but Rachel, frick, I don't know. I'm bad at this. But this is gonna, trust me, it's gonna feel good. Rachel and Lauro. I'm just putting down the ones that were there. All right.
Was Gosang. 7th, who had the same amount. 9th was Kunagro Agnes. 8th was Gosang.
8th was Gosang. Dude, I'm so close with these. Okay, okay.
7th was Yiwa.
7th was Iwa. Close, 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 close.
6th was Misang.
Misang was in more than Iwa? All right, man.
5th was Prince.
5th was okay, I'm racking up the points. To be fair, this is really easy. It's literally just sweet and sour. It's sweet and sour plus Kun and Ron. That's it.
Again, good on Prince. Top 5 by Screentime and Return of the Prince. 4th was Horyang. 3rd was Ackraptor. 2nd was Bomb. And 1st was Bomb.
I took a big chance here. You see this? I took a big chance. I figured Viol would be number 1, Bomb would be number 1. But I was like, man, it'd be so cool if I got it with Wongnan at number 1, bro. And I flipped to Horyang and Arkrafter. Oh my gosh, I got so close with that one. All right, but at least we knew who was in the top 10. There wasn't any surprises there at the very least. Not freaking bad, bro. We take those. So that's 2, 4. Wait, that's just like 9 2s. That's 18, 21. I can do math. I am the math man. Let's go. So that's 21 more points. So now we're at 36. 36. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Now for the workshop battle, the top 10 were 10th place, Ackraptor, 9th.
Okay, I cheated. I'm not gonna lie. I remember Haku's tweet. I didn't look this up, but I just remember it where he said Arkraptor was number 10. I cheated, but what am I gonna do? Am I gonna lie? I'm not going to put him there? What do you want me to do?
Place Yiwa.
9th was Iwa? I didn't even put her there. Oh, shoot.
8th place Hatsu. 7th.
8th Hots? Uh-oh. This is where I go downhill.
Place Novik.
7th Novik, man. Oh, my God.
6th place Reflejo.
Ah, I was close with Reflejo. I'll take it. 2 points for Reflejo. I'll take the 2 points, bro. It's 20, not 21? No, it's not. 2 time? Oh, I only got 1 for Kun. Frick. You're right. Dang it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for keeping me on my toes. Dang it. I needed that point, bro.
So yeah, Novik coming in 7th, and
Surprising.
despite him getting a lot of attention with the Anak fight, Ron not coming in the top 10. And
Ron isn't in the top 10, bro. That's crazy to me.
Screen.
Beta's up here. I forgot about Beta again. I don't know what it is about Beta that I just don't remember. I don't know why. He was a big part of that.
5th place was Rack. So
5th place was Rack.
Getting some screen time there.
All right.
4th place was Shibisu. 3rd place was Wangnan. Bomb actually didn't come in 1st place here.
No way! Oh, shoot. That makes sense, though, because Kun's with the team. Ah, wow. Okay. I get 1 point for Shibisu. At least he's in the top 10. I get 2 points for Wangnan, who's number 3. All right.
Bomb has the 2nd most amount of screen time in Workshop.
Wow.
Kun Agro Agnes actually has the most screen time in Workshop battle, more than Bomb. Revolution
Not the math, man.
Revolution Road's top 10. I don't think.
Okay. Wow. Well, you know what? Honestly, I'll take it. I'm surprised Hua Ryun. Because, you know, she's in, like, the Yudo disguise. She's there, like, tricking Reflejo. I would have thought, like, she would make it in the top 10, but I guess not. Instead, it was Nobik. Wait, did he even say Beta? I don't think he did. Wait, was Beta? I don't even know if Beta was here. Interesting. He said Nobik. These names are getting jumbled in my brain. I'm doing my best here, but okay. Not bad. We take those. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14. That's the weakest we've done so far. Could be better. Could be better. But you know what? We're shaping up. Okay, how many points do you guys think I'm going to end up with? You know what? I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll, and I'm going to freaking prove you. How many points will Joe end up with? Okay? Here's my, okay, so I'm going to have less than 100. Less than 100. Wait, no, I'll do it like this. I'll do it like this. So 1 to 100, 101 to 150, 151 to 200, and then 200 plus. Boom. What do y'all think? I have just done the poll. I'm curious what you'll, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let y'all down later on, because as the arcs go on, my brain gets blurrier. I know these earlier arcs better, I feel like. Okay, so we have 35 plus 14, that's 49. There we go. Okay. The poll is up, so we'll see. We don't know how long she was Yudo. There was a time, though, where it was guaranteed, so I'm guessing, and Haku, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm guessing that was, you like, counted that. Like, whenever we knew for sure it was her. Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, Kun does.
Oh, thank you, Haku. I got the thing. I'm not gonna do the guesses for the nests, just because, or for like the 501 plus, just because I think it would take too long. But I'll check it out. Haku sent me the screen time for 501 plus, so we're gonna watch, see what that is as well.
Sorry, Kun doesn't even make top 10 there. 10th place was.
I'm sorry, what?
Her Revolution Road's top 10.
That makes so much sense. Kun shows up at the end. Why did I put him at number
10? I don't think. Yeah, Kun does. Sorry, Kun doesn't even make top 10 there. 10th place was Yuhana or Hana Yu.
I did put Hana Yu on. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Hey, okay. Look at me go.
9th place was Hanul Kang.
Oh, okay. Okay. I put them on there.
8th place was a tie between Casino Beniamino and Welser Elliott.
Oh, wow. Casino and Welsar?
7th place was Beta. 6th place
Beta! In Revolution Road?
Was yet another tie between Rachel and Angel or Ragwell.
Okay, Rachel at 6. That's 2 points. Okay. But Angel, I guess I didn't think they were there that much. Welsar and Angel, but I guess they were.
5th place was Hayura. 4th place.
I forgot about Yura. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Yura.
This was another tie between Daniel and Warryun.
Oh, Warryun. I forgot about Warryun. All right, knowing what I do now, I'm guessing Boro's number 2 to bomb, and 3rd is Ron.
3rd place was Kunran. 2nd place in Revolution Road was Boro, and the most screen time was Bomb. Again, main character.
Okay, at least we're gonna be racking in these 3 points for Bomb at the very least. We're gonna be racking in 3 points every arc for Bomb at the very least. Dang, I always forget about Beta, bro. By the way, let's look at this poll. You guys think 101 to 150? Okay, that's pretty good. 42% say 101 to 150, 34% say 151 to 200, 14% say 1 to 100, and 200 plus say 10%, or 10% say 200 plus. Okay, fair enough. We'll see. Okay, so 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Not bad. I did better. No, I didn't. Well, okay, never mind. That was our worst. That was our worst performance. It was a coon. Yeah, I should have known. This is so fascinating, though. This is really fascinating. All right, so plus 13, that puts us at 62. Oh, boy, dude. Okay. I believe in Joe. I believe in just under 200. Okay, Phoenix Orchid. We'll see.
Dollar show, the top 10 went. 10th place was Yura. 9th place
10th? I forgot Yura again.
Was Hanul King and Aka Williams.
Okay, Aka tied for 9. Dang, Hanul Kang putting in work.
8th was Welser Elliott.
I put Angel on here, but not Welsar.
7th was Beto.
Bero at 7?
6th was a 3-way tie between Rak, Warryun, and Boro.
Rak, Warryun, and Boro. I don't have any of them on here. Sheesh, I'm embarrassed, bro. Dollar Show is my favorite arc of this series. Oof.
5th was a tie between Sachi and Daniel.
Okay, I got Daniel exactly at number 5. I'll take it, bro. I didn't put Sachi on here. What am I thinking, man?
4th was Yeon Iwa.
I have Iwa at 6. Good job, Iwa. Number 4. No wonder I love this arc so much.
3rd was a tie between Kuneye and Rachel.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so I got both of them. They're tied there. These ties are giving me they're giving me a chance, if I'm being honest. So White is at number 2.
2nd place was Joaquin. Seems pretty obvious. And 1st was Bomb. And then moving in.
Shout out, Bomb. Give me these points, bro. 3, 7, 9, 11. Oh, 14, 16, 18? Oh, it's our second best showing. Okay, not bad. The ties are saving my life. They're saving my life. All right, plus 18. That puts us at exactly 90. Okay. Not freaking bad, bro. Maybe I had too much faith, says Courtney.
Into the post dollar show stuff. We had the name hunt station where there were a lot of ties.
You see this right here? You guys are like, oh, who's Red Greymon? I bet you he's not on there because he wasn't even in the top 100. But like Red Greymon is like Kuhn and Bomb's guide, and he was always there. He's probably not on here, but shout out to him. Whoops.
Because there were a lot of characters being juggled in the name hunt station. So in the name hunt station, 10th place was a tie between Danwan.
You think it's 16, not 18? Frick me. Are you serious? 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14. Like I said, I'm the math man. I should just use a calculator. Jeez.
Novik. 9th place was
10 was Novik. Wow.
A four-way tie between Warriun, Dan, Yeon Yuba, and Alphine.
None of which I have on my list.
8th place was a three-way tie between Sachi, Boro, and Red Greymon.
Yes! Let's go, Red Greymon! I knew it, bro! I freaking knew it! Let's go, Red Greymon! Google him if you have no idea who he is. He was the unsung hero from Name Hunt Station. Let's go. Okay, I can die happy. My list is flawless. My list is flawless.
8th place was a three-way tie between Sachi, Boro, and Red Greymon. Red Greymon, who didn't make the top 10.
I don't remember them doing anything for Name Hunt. Huh. I guess they were there.
And overall, became an 8th place here, tying with Sachi and Boro in Name Hunt Station.
Let's go.
He's another character a lot of people forget, but he was around for like all of the sort of...
He literally was.
Bomb and Kun invading...
That's awesome.
Invading Kaiser's place in the Bomb versus Kaiser fight. He was there for like all of that.
Jeez, my list is my formatting is sloppy.
7th was Kunran. 6th.
Yeah, I got him at 7. Let's go, Ron. Coming in clutch, my boy. 78, not 88. For Name Hunt, they were kind of big. What did they do? Boro and Sachi? What did they do during Name Hunt? I don't remember them doing anything. They arrived there. Like, they were there. Rescue the hostages with Warriun? I thought... Oh, that's... Okay. See, I remember Nobik doing that, but I guess they were there too, rescuing the hostages. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
6th was Jaja.
I forgot. She was there for a lot.
And kind of surprising that Ron wasn't higher up, considering he got a lot of fights in Name Hunt Station.
He did. He had 2 big fights. Hesse and Inieta.
Top 5, 5th was Rack. 4th was a tie between Hatsu and Shibisu.
5th was a tie between Hots and Shibisu. So 1 point for Hots and then 2 for Shibisu. All
right. 3rd was a tie between Andrasi and Kaiser or Elaine.
Oh, okay. That gives me 3 points for Elaine. I'll take it. And then 2 points for Endorsi. You know what? Honestly, I'll take it.
2nd place was Kun Agro Agnes. Yes. And 1st place was Bomb. For the floor...
Frick yeah, baby. Frick yeah, baby. All right, that's 3, 6, not... Make sure I'm doing this right. 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19. 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. So that's... All right, you know what? I'm busting out the calculator. Y'all seem to think I can't do simple math. 97. We take those. We take those, bro. 97. All right. Let's move on.
Floor of Death.
Floor of Death.
Floor of Death is interesting. I wrote down 11th place here just because Sanchez was here and it was interesting. Sanchez tied with Warriun and Yurik. Yurik, Warriun, and Sanchez all had the same amount of screen time and didn't even come in the top 10 characters.
So that doesn't count. Yurik doesn't make it.
When it came to the Floor of Death.
Okay.
3-way tie for 10th place was between Mata, Wangnan, and Hayura.
Yes, Mata! My boy! My boy at number 10. Yura, I didn't include again, but Wangnan, I put him probably a little high. 1 point.
A tie between Heljo and Sachi for 9th place.
Oh! Even within it. Wow, okay.
So again, Sachi Faker in the Floor of Death had the same amount of screen time as Heljo. Again, there's another one that had a bit of ties there because there were a lot of characters being juggled. You're really not going to see that too much more, except Last Station. Last Station was juggling so many characters.
That's fair.
But 8th place in Floor of Death was Funsakal Irode. Again, a weirdly...
No shot. She was number 8. Irode was not in more chapters than Heljo. What? That's crazy.
High placement for Irode. 7th was Rachel. 6th was...
7th was Rachel. I'll take the 2 points. I'll take those, bro.
Evan. 5th was
Evan.
Boro.
I guess that's...
4th was
makes sense. Fifth, sixth was
tie
Boro.
between Andrasi and Hockney. Third.
Ugh, I was just off with Hockney. I didn't even put Endorsi on here. Garam isn't in top 10?
Was Yuri, second was Kunagro Agnes, and first was Bomb.
Bro, let's get these 3 points. Okay, so I get 2 points for Yuri. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, I'm at the very least, I'm getting close. It's the ties that are helping me, but it counts, man. It counts. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's what, 114? I don't need a calculator for that. 114. Not 144. That would be an issue. I think y'all would be a little upset with me if I did that. Okay.
Again.
Oh, let me put that on here. That was 17. Not bad.
Kun and Bomb being the two with the most screen time is something pretty common in these.
Joe's math is better than his spelling? What? My spelling is immaculate. What are you talking about?
Section top tens. For the hidden floor,
Let's go.
10th place was Data Zahard. Data Zahard only in 10th there.
Wow. Okay.
And Bottas was in 9th. And they tied overall because Data Zahard got a little bit more screen time in the area beforehand when we were when we got the shots of him sort of leading up back when we were on Floor of Death, leading into things. That bumped him up just enough to tie Bottas overall.
Okay.
8th place was a tie between Datakun Edwan and Beto Beto, who...
Really? I thought Edwan would be way higher. Barrow?
Again, it feels weird that they have the same exact amount of screen time there.
I spelled letter wrong? That was one time in the Discord.
Sachi and Boro tying once again in 7th place. 6th was Hockney.
Wait. Sachi and Boro tying at 7th?
Sachi and Boro tying once again in 7th place.
Makes sense. I'll take the 1 point.
6th was Hockney. 5th was a tie between Data Yuan
6th was Hockney. 5th.
And Rachel.
Okay, I get 1 point for Rachel, and then I get 2 points for Data Hansong. See, on here I remember Data Hansong, but... Okay.
4th place was Andrasi. 3rd was Kunagro Agnes.
Wait, did he not mention Rap?
Got a little bit more. This was in 9th. I'm in the area beforehand.
Is Rap not in the top 10?
When we got the, shots of him sort of leading up back when we were on Floor of Death, leading into...
It was 18. Okay, thank you. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, Hockney was 3 points? Hockney was 3? No, Hockney was number 5. He was tied with someone else at number 5, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Hockney was not 4th. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm pretty sure I got Hockney right. I'm pretty sure Hockney is just 2. I'm pretty sure he tied for 5th. It was 3 points for Hockney? Really? Wait, so Hockney was number 4? I don't think so. Haku! I hate to ask this of you, my benevolent Lord of Tower of God. But was Hockney number 4? I mean, I'm not expecting you to have them memorized. I could just back it up here.
Just because
he was tied at 4? I thought so. All right.
Getting more screen time than Kun and Hidden Floor.
He was 4th. All right. Okay.
And first place was Bomb again. When I have visuals for all these, I just thought it was something ugly. Oh, wow. 9th was Stua Arthur, Vice also.
Okay. Stua Arthur?
And where there's just an insane amount of up. And Bottas was in 9th. And they tied overall.
Okay, here we go.
Datakun Edwan and Beto Beto, who again, it feels weird that they have the same exact amount of screen time there. Sachi and Boro tying once again in 7th place. 6th was Hockney. 5th was a tie between Data Yuan Sung and Rachel. 4th place was...
Wow, Rack isn't in the top 10. Oh, yo, look, don't worry about it, Haku. I was kind of kidding. I don't expect you to... If it's too much trouble, don't worry about it, but... Appreciate that. This is important. This game, my life depends on this game, bro.
Andrasi.
I have him at 4. Okay.
3rd was Kunagro Agnes. 2nd was Rack.
Oh, there's Rack. 2nd was Rack. I had so little faith in Rack, I thought he didn't even make top 10. What did I do? Sharky. I mean, Hannah. Wait. Oh, I thought Hannah... Wait. I thought Hannah said 3. I thought Hannah said 3 for a Hockney. Oh my gosh, am I stupid? Wait, Hockney was fourth. Wait, he tied for fourth. I'm so stupid. My brain is fried. He was fourth. Haku. Thank you. Oh my gosh. These numbers, these names, they're getting to me, man. Sorry, Hannah. Hannah wasn't even the one that said it. I don't know. These names are just blurring together in my brain. How did Haku do this? I can't imagine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I spelled points wrong and then I fix it. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we fixed it. Hannah did? Wait. You did say, I knew it, but you were right. You were right. Every time y'all were like, no, wait, Hockney's fourth. Hockney's fourth. I thought you were saying I was right.
Getting more screen time than Kuhn and Hidden Floor.
Shout out to Rack.
First place was Bomb again. We have the last station.
All right. All right. Hidden Floor treating us decently well. That's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We did not do very well on Hidden Floor. Maybe double check that. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Take a lap? The method strikes again, bro. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. 129. Why would I take a lap? I'm fine.
Where there's just an insane amount of ties, so I'm sorry I don't have visuals for all these. I just thought it was something I'd throw in at the end of the video.
Of course, jeez. I'm impressed. Honestly, he didn't even have to put visuals for the top 100, and he did, so shout out.
But it's probably going to be hard just through audio to keep up. Because last station just has a ton of ties. It was juggling so many characters.
Oh, wow, okay.
10th place was a big old tie between Beto, Poro Po. Again, why Poro Po so highly rated here. And Coolnasam K, who did
Coolnasam K. Freaking
make the top 100 overall. Wow.
Yeah.
9th was Stua Arthur.
Put Hockney's point in. I did. I put Hockney's point in.
Vice Alter Director.
Stua Arthur and Vice Alter Director. This tells me Charlie is in the top 10.
And Lee So-young, who again,
none
of those made the top 100 overall. 8th place was Charlie, who I'm actually kind of surprised didn't make it. Was Charlie,
he wasn't in top 100.
Rachel, White, and Wangnan all tied.
Whoa. We're going to have to run that one back.
8th place was Charlie, who I'm actually kind of surprised didn't make it.
I seem overwhelmed? Oh, no. Thank you, Sharky. I'm good. I'm having fun. But I appreciate that. I'm not actually overwhelmed. I'm having fun. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Whoop. Shout out to my mods. Always looking out for me. Thank you, Sharky.
Was Charlie, Sachi, Rachel.
Sachi's not on here.
White,
Rachel.
And Wangnan all tied.
White was tied for 9th? Sheesh.
7th place was a tie between Evan Edrock, Ha Jinsung, Calavan, and
Oh my gosh!
Evan Edrock, Ha Jinsung.
Okay, Jinsung at 7, that's 2 points.
Calavan and Elpathion.
I did not put Elpathion on here. Ah, frick. I put Calavan at number 2. You know what's funny, though? I had Kuhn at number 2 for the longest time. 2 points for White? Yes, thank you, Hannah. Thank you. I promise I'm not this messy with math when it comes to Towers and Gods. Okay, let's move on. I had Kuhn at number 2 just because, of course, and then I was like, oh, wait, he's literally unconscious for this entire arc. So that was close.
So again, interesting that Jinsung and Calavan got an equal amount of screen time.
That's pretty cool.
Both having their fight with each other, but then Calavan showing up afterward to get a little bit more.
Right.
Jinsung appearing beforehand with the Machete stuff to get a little bit more and ending up
that's
overall.
True. Okay.
6th was again just a massive tie.
Oh boy.
Between Boro, Karaka, Dorian Frog,
the boy. Dorian, not Damien.
Evan Kell and Yuan Sung.
And Yuhan Sung. Okay, this is for number 6, so we get 2 points for Evan Kell. X to Dow. I'm good, Sharky. I'm all good, bro. Thank you, Sharky. Thank you.
And 5th was another big tie between
Here we go.
Warrior and
Rack. 5th. Okay, we get 2 points for Rack.
Hockney and Ari Bright Sharon.
Oh, wow. Sharon was tied for 5th. Shout out to Sharon. Hannah says, right. Get out of here. That's true. I'm fine. Chonhee is going to be high up there. I think I put her way too low. She's going to be like 4th.
Now, then there was a big gap between that and the top 4.
Okay.
There was a big gap there, and then 4th place was a tie between Misang and Ha Chonhee, who had the same.
There she is. Misang. Shout out to Misang, who hasn't been in the top 10 since Return of the Prince.
Same amount of screen time. 3rd place was Yuri. 2nd was Andrasi. And
I got Yuri spot on. Let's freaking go. Get 2 points for Endorsi.
First was Bomb, and it makes sense because
2.
Bomb, Andrasi, and Misang were actually the trio that were there for a lot of the action at the end of last station.
Dorian Frog, I only know Damien Frog. True.
Against all the regulars, and then Charlie and the Vice Alto Director.
Oh, I got all of these. This is my first time I've actually gotten all 10, even if the spots weren't right. Okay. My shirt, it's a D&D shirt because I'm the dungeon master. That's why my fiance got me this shirt for Christmas. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go. We needed that so bad. So 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's go. Wait, is that the best we've done? I only got 15 in season 1. I'm a little embarrassed. It's tied for Return of the Prince. Okay. So that's 20 more points. To be honest, I'm doing better than I thought I would. Okay. I should get over half, I think.
Showed up.
3 more arcs.
That was the trio for all of that stuff. Then we get into season 3. With season 3, we start with the cage. During the cage, which again is everything up until we get to like the Wall of Peaceful Coexistence and the Wall with the Sleeping Forget-Me-Not. 10th place was a tie between Hatsu, Doom, and the person who might be Akraptor's daughter.
Wow, that's really funny. Akraptor's probably daughter is tied for 10th. Wow. Okay, I get 2 points for Doom though. So shout out to Doom. I knew Doom wouldn't have as much because he shows up towards the later half. So he said... Peaceful
Coexistence in the Wall with the Sleeping Forget-Me-Not. 10th place was a tie between
Amy over Joe, 100%, 100%.
Sue, Doom, and the person who might be Akraptor's daughter.
Wow.
That I didn't really know what to call them, but person who might be Akraptor's daughter.
That's funny. Dude, that person, we gotta see more, bro. SIU has so much we gotta cover. Poor man.
9th place was a tie between Shibisu, Apple, and Michael.
Shibisu, Apple, and Michael. Wow. Okay.
8th was a tie between Jalulu and Myan, who again weirdly spent a lot of time apart, and yet still it evened out to them having the same amount of screen time. 7th place was Jordan. 6th.
I was off. Jordan had a lot of screen time.
6th was Dang Dang.
I didn't put Dang Dang on here. Am I stupid?
Again, Louie and Dang Dang. Louie didn't even make top 10 here, did he? Yeah, Louie not appearing that much. Dang Dang only in 6th. 5th was Baylord Paul. 4th.
5th was Paul. I'm getting slaughtered. The cage is destroying me.
Was Karaka getting a lot of Dang only in 6th. 5th was Baylord Paul. 4th was Karaka.
I got Karaka spot on. Let's go. I remember Karaka doing a lot, you know, helping wake up Yama and all that. I'll take it, man.
Getting a lot of screen time in there. 3rd was a tie between Rack, Yama, and Gado.
Oh, shoot. Gado had just as much screen time as Yama. Let's go.
Gado pulling the same amount of screen time in the cage as Rack and Yama.
Exactly.
2nd was Kunagro Agnes, and 1st was Bomb.
Okay, to be honest, we salvaged that. We salvaged that so hard, bro. We were getting slaughtered, and then we salvaged it. I mean, to be honest, Kun and Bomb saving us, absolutely. 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? 4, 5, 6, plus 12. 18. We take those. We take those! So that's 18, so that's 159. If I do math, that's then 167. See, I can do math if I take my time. There we go.
Then for the walls, which is again the walls of peaceful coexistence, the wall with the sleeping forget-me-not, all the way through like the first, like all the way through like what was it, the Dewan arc? I think it ended on maybe.
Something like that.
Like basically up until the nest started. But 10th place there was Yasracha.
Okay, I put Yasracha at 8. That's not bad, to be honest.
9th was a tie between Paul and Kanzone.
Kanzon and Paul?
8th was Karaka. 7th.
I didn't even put Karaka on there. 7th
was Suo and Calavan time.
Oh, wow. I did put Suo because I remember her showing up. But I'm surprised that Calavan is so low. Intriguing.
Calavan, again, appearing that lowly in the walls.
Yeah. Me and Haku were synced.
6th was a tie between Evankel and Hatsu.
Oh, man. Evankel. Oh, no. This is not good.
5th was a tie between Kelhelm and Doom.
I put Kelhelm in the cage, not the walls.
Or 4th place was White.
Yes! Yes! Okay.
3rd was Rak and Yamatang. 2nd, Kun.
Oh, okay. Rak getting more screen time than I thought he would, if I'm being perfectly honest. Where is Delete? I thought about Delete. Delete's probably like 11th or 12th, I would imagine. Twiggy, stop. If I was focused, I could type points perfectly over and over and over again. You see that? That was clean. Come on. Okay, not bad. So that's 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for the walls. Okay. We only have one more. It's just the nest after this. Uh-oh. We're not, I don't think we're cracking 200. Oh, maybe. Wait a minute. 6. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. I'm so close to 200 plus. Woo. All right.
Agro Agnes and First Bomb. And then finally, the most recent, the screen time in the nest leading up to chapter 500 is kind of a really interesting one.
Okay.
10th place has been Paul.
Freaking Paul!
9th has been Evankel.
Are you serious?
8th was a tie between Doom and Karaka.
8th for Doom and Karaka. Okay. I didn't put Karaka on there. Now I'm so self-conscious about typing points. Y'all freaking...
7th was Calavan. 6th...
7th was Calavan. Why didn't I put...
was Dewan.
6th was Dewan.
Again, appearing pretty highly there.
Yeah.
5th was Kunagro Agnes. 4th...
Let's go! I'm shocked that... Oh, I have Kun on here twice. We take those, right? You're gonna give that to me, right? Like that's okay, right? we Joe's like, I'm just gonna make all the answers good. All right, okay. You know what? The fact that I don't have someone here is like a huge disadvantage to me. Come on, this has to count. This has to count.
4th is really interesting. Yasracha and Cha. Cha has been around.
Cha is 4th? Huh. Shout out.
So much in the nest that he's tied with...
-3 for Chi. Come on, bro. It was an accident.
Yasracha, that seems so odd. 3rd place was Yama. 2nd...
I got close. If I had flipped Yama and Yasracha. 2nd place?
2nd place was White. 1st place was Bomb.
Oh, we nailed it. Oh, let's go. Okay, we kind of nailed it. I mean, kind of. I know. Nah, for duplicate, 4 points because 3 plus 1? No. It doesn't count? Wait, you're saying I just don't get anything for this? Are you... Yo, come on. That's cruel. That's cruel. Give me like... Give me 2 points, at least. Come on. You gotta give me 2. Please? 1? I'll take 1. Please? Shoot. That's true. He does way more after chapter 500. That's true for Yasracha. Very, very true. That's a good point. 2 points. I'm settling on 2. I don't care what y'all say. I think that's fair. All right. 2 points because average. Thank you. Not bad, bro. 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15. Oh my. No, two is fair. 2 is fair. 3, I think, is too much. I had Kun on there twice. That's 2 opportunities to get the points. I think 2 is good. Could have put Kun for all 10 and hoped one would be right. That's pretty big brain, Haku. I should have done that. Every time I was unsure, just put Kun. And don't elaborate, like, which one. Dude, that's so freaking sad. Are you serious, man? I almost passed 200. Dang it. That's really... Wow. All right, well, let's look at that poll. Okay. So a decent number of you got it right. Hannah says nailed the prediction. Wow, 151 to 200. So 30% of you, shout out. You got it right, 30%. Try to guess 501 to 533. Okay, all right. You know what? I might as well. We're here for it. You're right. Let's do it. 501 to 533. So 501, I looked up this chapter. That is the chapter where Hots, he collapses after using the ignition weapon, the sword that Leroro gives him, Donghae. It's in the middle of the Bomb and White fight. It's also when Truggy the Crab talks about the point game. So it's after that chapter. Ooh boy. All right. This does not count towards the score, though. It doesn't count towards the score. This is its own separate game. All right, let me think about this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to walk you through my thought process. Number 1's bomb, for obvious reasons. Now, Kun might be on here, but he's not second. I highly doubt Kun is second. And I think that's one of the reasons I love the nest is because other characters, aside from just Bomb and Kun, are getting to do stuff. I love Kun, but I'm just saying, you know. This counts the Nen Nen flashback and stuff. So Yasracha has to be pretty high up here. Number 2. Okay, so we have to remember that Joaquin and Vicente are 2 characters. So when they're both in control, it's 2 different things. Oof. Oh man, I'm much more nervous now that I'm doing this live. Okay, we know Yasracha's up there. I'm not sure about Yama though. Because he's not in the flashback. He is as a baby, I guess, for like what, 1 or 2 chapters? I guess that's true. I don't think Nen Nen or Wang, they're, you know, the flashback's like 5 chapters. I highly doubt you're gonna make it there. What else happens during this time? Chonhee has her thing, but that's very brief. Calavan and Liboric, they have to be up here. Liboric, I'm just putting them down. I'll switch the order soon. Don't freaking get mad. Vicente being in control. I wonder if Joaquin being in control, how much of the chapter is that? You know what I mean? I don't want to look at chat because I'm going to see names. And I'm going to be biased. Marco Asensio. Okay, well, Kun's probably on here. He has this whole thing with Ninotona, and then he arrives to help Bomb. Rack does the whole thing with Truggy the Crab. Hockney? No, I don't think so. Arya, maybe, because she's there for the fight. Oh my gosh. Okay, recent stuff. What's happening? What's going down? We have Calivan Liboric. We have Traumarai. It's hard, though. It's 33 chapters. How many of those 33 is Traumarai showing up in? Probably not enough to warrant top 10. You know? Hansung? Actually, maybe. Because he's there with, like, Lefave and that whole thing. Evankel has the whole thing with love, but how much is that screen time for Evankel? This is hard, man. Shoot. Boy. Dude, the nest is so hard. There's like 20 different perspectives. It's so hard remembering like which ones have the most screen time. Mashini is doing her big brain planning. Oh gosh, this list is freaking awful. This is not good. This is not good because like if you think about it, like if Evankel is on this list, then like Widow would have to be on the list, I guess, maybe. I don't know, or Love. So I don't think Evankel is on here. Well, I know. This isn't. Y'all are seeing my mindset. Y'all are seeing what I go through when I make these lists. Dude, I'm just gonna put it on here. Hold on. Let me just think about this. Minotona. None of the bad guys really. They're not there for that. Like Marco Asensio. I'm taking a big chance putting Esracha at 2. I'll put Calivan over Liboric. I think that makes more sense. Kuhn. Rack's probably lower. Marco Asensio doesn't have enough screen time. He doesn't. Huarayun? Vicente? That might be a safer... I bet you Joaquin's on here. Now that I'm thinking about it. You know what? I'll put both of them on here. Vicente White and Joaquin White. This is my list. Dude, okay. We all know this is going to be trash. We all know this is going to be awful, but I don't care, okay? It's much harder when it's just a section of the art, you know? All right, I'm popping up chat. What do we got? Wong Wong? I don't think so. The twin girl? Maybe. The mouse? Dude, that does not count. All right, cool. Let's, I'll finish the video in a second here, but I'm gonna, okay. I have the image from Haku. I'm gonna try to not look at it, but I'm gonna just, like, open it. Boom, y'all can see it. Oh, shoot! Hold on, I'm gonna, like, get rid of chat. Wow! Wait, really? Hold on, I'll pop this out more. Wait a minute. Okay, you know what? Honestly, not bad. I didn't put Yama. It's fine. Traumarai is in the top 10. Shout out to Traumarai, everyone's favorite war criminal, warmongering, evil, twisted god. Let's go. All right. Interesting. Kun AA and Arya. At least I was right that she's there, but I put her super low. All right. Not bad, though. You know? Arya's extremely high. Rack. Shout out to Rack. 1 point. I was right. White Joaquin and White Vicente. Whew. I put them both on there. All right. But they're pretty low. Way too low. They were there for a lot of the fight. I should have... And then the whole spell thing with Vicente. I think it was pretty obvious. All right. I'm getting a lot of 1-pointers, but I'm not getting them spot on. Oh, yes, Rocha's number 5. Oh my gosh, I put him way too high. Jeez. 6 is Yama. Frick me. 7 is Doom, Hansung, Liboric, Huarayun, and Traumarai. Doom? Okay, Hansung, 7. That's 2 points for Hansung. He did sit there. That's actually true. We did get to see him a lot before we even, like, got the full... That's actually true. I'm not thinking straight. LaFave, I should have known. If Han Sung was on there, LaFave would be. Calivan and Asensio at 9. Oh, I was right about Asensio being there. Okay. Oh, wait, Liboric. Liboric is what? 7. All right, well, all the ones that I put on here made it in. That's not... I should get bonus points. I'm just kidding. Jin Sung, Mayor, Candidate, and Perdity. Dude, that's wild. Freaking Perdity. Mayor and Candidate. I'm curious how many chapters each one of these characters actually, like, in these 33. Because I bet you it's not, like, a ton, but considering how many perspectives we're juggling, you know what I mean? It makes sense. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's, I think, my weakest performance. But again, you know, that's a section of an arc. Okay, tied for Revolution Road. Not honestly bad. I at least got the top 10. I got the top 10. That is something. You know what I'm saying? It's something. I almost didn't put Vicente on there, so I'll take it. All right, let's finish Haku's video. He deserves to have his finish here for all the crazy hard work he's done.
Makes sense that Bomb and White had just an overwhelming amount of screen time in the nest so far. An overwhelming amount. And Yama just appearing just below them. So again, that was just something I wanted to throw in at the end, even though that ended up being super long. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just wanted to throw in the sort of section top 10s if anybody was interested. But yeah, I spent a lot of time working on this. But it was fun. It was interesting to see the results. Again,
oh,
like
here we
I
go.
said,
All right, Haku is updating us on the placements. This is a big deal, everybody. We're getting the numbers. Okay. Oh, wait, shoot, you can't see it. Boom? Wait, why can't I show it to you? Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. So, 10th place was 7 chapters. That's more than I thought. That's a lot more than I thought. Huh. Okay. So, Jin Sung, Mayor, Candidate, and Purdy were in 7 chapters. Huh. Shout out, I guess. Okay, interesting. A lot for 10th. Yeah, I agree. That's much more than I thought. Huh. Interesting. Probably
try to update this every 100 chapters or so. I know we're 30 chapters past 500 now, sadly. I wanted to post this like right after 500 after 500 came out, but a combination of real life stuff and just how long it took to turn this into a video got in the way.
He didn't even have to do this. You know, he didn't have to do this, but he did it for the community. Shout out.
So again, when we get to chapter 600, I guess I'll update this list. But that's where we are after the first 500 chapters. I felt like getting to half 1,000, getting to 500.
Haku, you are more than allowed to spam. Are you kidding me? You're an Axis. You are allowed to do this. Bomb was in 25 chapters out of 533. That's a lot. That's a lot. Considering, like, the whole Wong Wong flashback happened thing. This Racha flashback. Kun and Arya in 20. Dang. Rack in 18. Joaquin in 14. Okay, interesting, interesting.
500 was, like, the perfect place to do this. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It really means a lot that you
in the chat?
stuck through all this. I love doing these kind of like data-ish videos on series.
Amazing.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Like if you did like the video, comment down there too. Tell me whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, we can talk about these results and talk about anything you want down in the comments. And if you want to talk on Twitter, just follow there. If you want to talk on Discord, just ask and I can give you a link to the server. It's free and open for anyone. I'm always willing to talk about Tower of God and other stuff with everybody. If you want to subscribe for more, again, I do reactions weekly, and reviews are going to be monthly for now. Every month I'll do a review of everything that came out during that month at the end of the month. That's just the way I'm going to do things for now. But if I get more time in the future, I might go back to reviewing weekly. But I kind of like the idea of reviewing monthly, because like when you review weekly, it's like you don't really know what's going to happen next as much. So like you can't make too many judgment calls on what happens in the chapter yet.
Right.
You can be like, this is what I think as my first thoughts, but in a couple weeks when we get more context, it'll probably change, you know?
Fair enough.
So going beyond that, I kind of like doing it monthly. Kind of like the idea of that. So yeah, plus much more. Dude,
incredible. Haku is goated. Absolutely. Wait, he posted more results. Okay, so what do we got? We got Sriracha Vicente had 12. That's a lot for Vicente. Putting in the work, I guess. Okay. Yama had 11, so very close. 7th was 10. So again, these are like 1 chapter differences here. Okay. 10 chapters for Traumarai. I guess that makes sense, you know. Lafav at 9 chapters, Calavan at 8 chapters, and then the 7 chapters. So it is like the one chapter thing. That's so cool. Okay, interesting. So they're all very close then. Pretty honestly, they're only 1 chapter apart. Very cool. Thank you for posting those, Haku. I appreciate that.
Tower of God projects. Now that I'm done with this long project, I have a bunch of other projects for Tower of God I want to work on. None as long and in-depth as this.
Good. Take a break.
But still a lot of things I really want to do.
Awesome.
So yeah, subscribe for all of that, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter, I already mentioned. If you want to link
his link is down below.
Server, I mentioned that too. Wow. Yeah, I guess if you want to support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description.
Yeah,
and
bro.
A huge, massive thank you to people who are already patrons, because it allows me to continue to make these videos.
Let's go.
So yeah, thank you so much. Look forward to a bunch of other Tower of God stuff in the future, and I'll see you all next time.
Bro, shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Haku of the Tubes. Thank you so much to Haku. Thank you for creating such an incredible video for us to all enjoy. Thank you for putting in all that work when you really didn't even have to. Again, he didn't have to do this, but he did it. He did it because he cares about Tower of God. He cares about the community, and it was just so fun getting to watch that. It was so fun getting to theorize about it, see how it's... If I look weird, I'm not used to closed back headphones. It's very odd. Again, they broke earlier, my other ones. So, yeah, shout out. Thank you so much to Haku. Go follow his channel. Go support it. The mods are spamming it in the chat, so go support Haku. Haku, it was fun having you in the chat. Thank you for all the clarifications, and thank you for providing more information. It was really, really cool. And I'm still in shock that Boro is number 8, but I couldn't be happier. I'm in shock that Iwa's number 11, but I couldn't be happier, bro. I'm gonna have to look at those rankings again and just kind of bask in the glory that is these incredible characters that we'll never see again. But either way, thank you all for coming to watch. Appreciate you all. And tomorrow, Tower of God live reaction, same time as always. Haku will have his reaction up too, as well, I'm sure. So, you know, watch my reaction, watch his reaction, see what we think of the next chapter. That being said, take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.